Bugs happening in mid-fight.
And we are live.
Who needs to see? Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Seeing's for cowards. Take out the viewfinder, put in another gun.
Are we talking guns that you guys potentially want?
No. This started from something ridiculous.
Doesn't it always?
No.
I mean, yeah.
No.
Always ridiculous.
We were talking about how the bridge of like a Krogan ship probably mirrors the bridge of a Klingon ship.
Oh God. Should I
You
look
know,
that up?
badly lit, kind of smoky. There
Who
might
needs
be
to see?
alcohol involved.
Oh shit! I need to get you those stats too. Well, you're not
Only
gonna
half
be-
of the ship's instruments work at any given point.
Yes, that.
Well, I mean, you guys aren't flying out yet.
Like, does the hyperdrive work? Guns work? And we steer the ship good. It's fine
No one
enough to go
tested
into combat.
anything.
Well, no, because
So-
somebody didn't give me fuel, so there can't be a specific like a test to run yet.
I mean,
How
he's
can I
got a
run
point.
diagnostics when I don't have everything to run
I mean, like, it's
diagnostics
on
with?
the E, but it's not like empty. You know, you've got like maybe a gallon left in there.
We're
not
at
an-
the
That's not
feel
enough.
like came on.
So
Yeah,
we get
that's-
to take off, get a couple miles in the sky, and then we get to plummet.
Yeah, we
Cool.
don't even have
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
We don't even have enough fuel to establish lift, let alone break the
That's what I'm saying.
atmosphere.
Just want to turn it on, just to see if the toilets work. Whatever.
You have to turn the ship on to see if the toilets work. That's another problem.
No, you have to turn the ignition a half turn backwards. And
I am
then
getting-
the toilets will work.
I'm getting flashbacks to my first car that I ever had. The power steering pump was going out, so half the time when you do it to turn, you had to like muscle it to get turned. That's why I
As
picture
long
the
as
ship at
you've
right
got
now.
Yep.
Good speed going though. Nah, you don't need power steering.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's the
Just go-
difference
make sure
between
you're
good
downhill.
speed good speed going to like not need power steering, and then getting enough speed to to get enough for escape trajectory.
It's fine. We'll just
Yeah.
plummet back into the planet.
That's great.
Possibly kill a colony. No big
Yep.
deal.
It's on par with getting enough speed to jumpstart a car.
It
Yeah.
just isn't gonna work.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like okay. It's like okay, Dresscar, get out and push.
How much will we
Yeah.
go take off?
Wrong guy tag.
Don't let the Krogan out first.
No, the Krogan has to steer.
Yeah, nobody
That's
gets
what
to fly
Mercy's
the
for.
ship. Nobody gets to fly the ship except Brockus.
If
So
somebody's
you are-
pushing it, trust me, it ain't flying.
are-
But
the
the
captain?
first time Brockus is not on that ship and Vera is, I'm taking it for a joyride.
I
Yes, he's
mean,
He's just like Vera's gonna walk by and just like lick all the instruments.
when you think about it, though, technically you already did. For the one shot, you guys kind of hijacked the ship and were like, we'll tell Brockus later.
That is
True.
true.
No. See, but that's the difference. That was just a shitty blue sun ship. You know, yeah, he's mad somebody would touch the.
No,
Still-
no.
No.
The one shot took place in the future.
But this
It
is
So
did.
it
his
was
ship.
whatever shape,
It did.
whatever ship we were flying.
That's why.
Because we had reached the
I
Citadel.
never
Yeah.
specified what the ship was. I just said you guys took your ship and
That's
didn't tell
why.
Brockus.
That's why the fuel is empty, because you fuckers took my car
Okay,
for
we're
a
making a
joyride.
pact.
No, it's in the future.
Nobody's telling
It's in the
Brockus.
future.
There we go. So when this happens,
hasn't
He'll drink to that.
Yep.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to get to the Citadel before it can even happen.
Yeah, so when we come back from a mission and suddenly it's on empty again, now you know why.
I'm blowing the Citadel up so nobody can fly my ship.
Parents found out you used the Volkswagen because you didn't put the gas back in it.
It's okay. We'll just, prop it up and then put it in reverse and it'll reverse out the mileage.
Does that
I'm
work?
not sure that's how ships
I was
work.
like, I don't know how that works.
We'll
Ferris
say-
Bueller.
Ferris Bueller, thank you.
Just
Ferris
proved it.
Bueller.
Yeah,
How
let's
accurate is Hollywood? Let's be honest here.
let's
On
just,
some things
let's
vary.
just reverse the flow of the Mass Effect drive to like reset the mileage. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
mean, Jamar's an engineer. He can do it, right?
That's actually true. He could.
What could
He could
possibly-
hack
You know
the
what?
system
Part
and
of-
rewind it.
Hey,
What
part
could
of my
possibly go wrong if you reverse a faster than light engine?
I'll just
Eh.
crack
my
open the
job
odometer
description
and roll
is
it
not
back
rolling
manually.
back odometers on like FTL drives. Okay, that's not in my job description.
That
Sounds
sounds like
like
a
good
not me
business,
problem.
So, in case some of y'all missed
Well,
our
that's-
comeback episode, they all got a ship, a fancy, technically out of date because they don't exist for, what did we say? Almost, it was 2,100 years? Ish?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Ish.
Ish?
Yeah, because they were destroyed.
Give or take a few.
They were destroyed shortly into the Krogan uprising.
Yep.
Yeah, so I
Which
think
was about 300.
I thought it was between 500 and 700.
Oh, was it 5 and 700? Either way, long ass time
Yeah.
ago.
We're gonna cause some panic as we fly this ship around.
Technically, at this point, some of Krogan and Asari may still be alive when that happened, but they'd be like almost dead at that point. Almost at their like max lifespan, right?
We just fly it across like the top of a city, and an Asari matriarch looks at it and thinks she's having a stroke.
It's happening.
I leave my time.
Yep. Oh
That's it.
god.
I've hit that point.
Krogan are back.
Yeah, the Krogan are back.
Oh god. Yep.
Launch genophage number 2.
Oh god. It's not even fixed at
Oh,
this
no.
point. Mutated. So yeah, last session. Before you guys got a ship, you still had the shitty hijacked ship. You guys were visited by a specter, an Asari named Arissa Devanis, who informed you guys that she had heard of your tales way back on Omega from a previous mission she's investigating, and came all the way here and heard about your adventures here. She offered you all a job to work as her espionage, basically, like gather information, do missions for her in exchange for not only a job, because you would get paid for this, discounts, some perks, a parking spot on the Citadel, and everything in between. In exchange also for some information from what you guys found out on this planet. While you guys were cleaning out the body parts that you have collected on the Shark Mako, Brockus picked up a card and, surprise, surprise, got a wish card. Oh, I love it. So, with the wish, he tested it and wished for a very old, non-existent anymore, I almost said Turian, wow, Krogan shit, a frigate. And inside, all shiny and new, you all have your own space with a shiny new, better Mako, with space to fit in the other one, so let's get that. You were visited by the raccoon with some shiny new items. And with Mel trying to help fix the Mako and everything else, being hired by the Alliance to kind of help everything else in between from the attacks, you guys decided to take on a job that Commander Rylan offered you guys, which was to seek out and kill a Noserrog, which he best described as a giant rhino by human terms, which none of you know, except maybe Jamar, because he's smart.
Hey, we got the picture book.
That's true. You guys headed out. It would take a little over a day to get there, and so you guys decided to spend the night, and with your new shiny gift found out that you had a pop-up fancy tent, so to speak, so you guys can go glamping. And once morning came and Dresscar was last on watch, heard some clicking sounds, noticing some familiar pillars sticking out of the sand after a bit of a sandstorm kind of got rid of them. I got rid of the sand covering them up. And that is where we leave off, with Dresscar slowly closing that door back after hearing all of the very familiar insectoid sounds. Dresscar, you are the only one awake right now. And it is morning.
We're all gonna die. No. Okay. Well, I'll look out the window and see that and go, well, fuck. Turn around, wake everybody up. Is the storm still going on at all?
No, it's done at this point.
Okay. So go around, wake everybody up, and say, there seems to be, well, we're right smack dab in Eclipse and Nest. Wow. Yeah. Clicks and Nest.
Again.
We seem to be safe in here for now, but we need an exit strategy.
Well, we have the exit strategy. We got that brand new Mako with that shiny gun we haven't tested yet.
Does anybody know how to retrieve this? Pointing around to the building.
It didn't come with any instructions. Look for a button.
Raucous, you know where that button is because you found it last game, where you found a new button on the console that shows where the missile is or the launcher, whatever.
No, I think they're talking about the
Oh,
recall
the
button
house.
for the house.
Oh, yeah. No one's checked yet.
I was like, wait, it's on the Mako.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. I thought you guys were talking about the Mako at first. No one's checked yet.
So we have
We're gonna
enough
start looking around for
problem.
that.
If we hope to use the Mako to get out of here, I did kind of plant mines everywhere outside.
Why would you do that?
Protection?
But now I can't drive the Mako out.
Well, I didn't foresee this specific scenario.
It would have been a sound strategy had a sandstorm not lowered us down into a Clixon nest. Basically, any other situation but this, it would have been a good thing to do.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well,
And they're probably buried in the
it
sand.
was.
Do you remember where you put them?
No.
Give me a minute.
Is there anywhere to
Raucous-
track where you put them?
Raucous is gonna go to the Mako
Okay.
and like turn the radars on to see if it can pick up any sort of like radio frequency or anything from these mines that are outside of the camp.
Okay. Do you have any proficiency in navigation at all?
I have science. I don't have navigation specifically. No.
Okay. You look at some of the knobs around the Mako's little radar screen, and you can see there's a way to do it, and you can attempt to try. So go ahead and roll me a just do engineering for now.
Engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Natural 20 for 23.
Oh, okay. And just like, you're like, well, I haven't done this before. This seems about right. And you just do the right combo. And you activate the one that triggers everything. Whether it's a sensor, if it's a body, just everything. And
I think
you
back to
see-
Mercy pressing buttons.
Yes, it'll work. And you see that there are a few scattered around you, and some that are just off in random spots far away, thinking that maybe the wind kind of blew them out.
Are any of them posing a danger right now to the Mako if we were to drive out?
Technically, yes, but you know full well, unless there's some crazy range when they trigger, that the Mako could easily jump over all of them.
Vera.
Yeah.
What's the kill range on those bombs?
The kill range. Not very far. They're fairly small, so I would say stay 4 to 6 meters away, and you should be relatively okay.
Oh, we're fine. We could jump that.
Might lose a limb, but you won't die.
Oh no, I was asking in terms of the Mako jumping over that.
Oh, minimal damage.
While Brockus is looking at that, I'm joining Dresscar and looking for the button to retract the house.
Okay, go ahead and do investigation, both of you.
And assist him.
No, do it individually.
Damn it. 11.
11? Okay. DC was not that high. You're okay. So you're looking around everywhere, and you notice what looks like a inside doorbell by the door that says leave on it. And you get the sense that you hit it right before you leave to have it deactivated.
So I'll point that out to the group.
Yep.
So I guess we all pile in the Mako, and the last one out pushes the button and scoops it up.
Can everyone make a perception check for me, please?
18.
12. Apparently I like to roll 10s today.
14.
23.
21.
One? Okay. So the boys are the only ones that hear it. You guys hear the clicking sound, this insectoid clicking sound, get louder.
Maybe we come back for this.
Things gonna get better coming back in.
The Mako's in like
The
a
garage.
garage,
The
right?
garage, yeah.
Okay, so that's the complicated part. 'Cause I don't know how quickly this thing folds back in on itself. And we don't want it to do that with the Mako halfway out of the garage.
How quickly did it unfold?
It took about a minute.
What if we leave this here for now? Come back with the ship. Blow up the nest and take the house back.
Or, and I don't mean to throw you under the proverbial bus here, Dresscar, but you have a tactical cloak, so the rest of us could leave in the Mako. You stay behind, press the button, activate your cloak. We turn around, come back, pick you up.
I was actually thinking something similar.
That would
Miss-
just cause all sorts of hell because us leaving is going to get their attention, and us coming back is going to get their attention, and us leaving again is going to be even harder.
No
Well-
matter what, we're going to get their attention.
Yeah.
I'd rather get their attention once, and that's while we're leaving.
So what do you guys want to do?
I mean, if we drive away and draw their attention far enough away and then hurry back, we might be able to pick up Dresscar and get out before they swarm us. I think either way we're gonna get swarmed though.
You could drive around and draw them to each of the mines.
But the mines are small. That's only going to kill a few. We're in a nest.
Still, kill them.
Look, I'd rather not risk a crew member for a house.
It's a really nice house, though.
It
is-
really
it
is.
Say,
It is a really nice house, but unfortunately, it's now in the middle of a quicksand den. I'd rather not risk one of you just to get it back. We could come back with the ship, barrage the whole hell out of this place, cause a confusion, and then get it back with minimal risk to any of us.
Can I have everyone make another perception check for me, please?
5.
8.
54.
Okay.
19.
Think of all the alcohol we can store here. Sorry.
15?
What'd you get, Jamar?
15.
15? Okay. Everyone but Brockus and Athelia hears this. You guys still hear the skittering and the clicking sound, but all of a sudden in the distance you hear what sounds like an explosion.
And that. Well, never mind. I don't hear that.
Nope.
Gonna go to the window and look outside.
Okay. And at that moment, you just see sort of the remnants of it. You see the sand kind of slowly falling after the explosion. And you look outside and you see a couple of the Clixons' carcasses laying there, exploding again as they died, and that very familiar lava just kind of seeping from them when they explode. And you get the idea that might have been one of your mines.
I think they found some of the mines.
So we need to head out now. This noise has now started happening, and that's going to agitate them.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea.
Look, it's a nice house. We'll come back for it. We'll make repairs on however we need to.
Pax Tectonic, thank you for that follow. Welcome.
But risking any of us to try to retrieve it now is less than optimal.
Do we want to leave it standing like this, or do we want to try to minimize it on our way out?
Leave it standing like this will be easier to find.
If we don't damage it in the process of trying to retrieve it with the ship.
We will have to come back through this way on our way back to the colony, so...
It's the same
Suppose-
problem if we come back. We'll be in the middle of a Plixin next.
They may move on, you never know.
It may all explode by that point if we just leave them to their own devices.
As long as they don't explode on the house.
We do have a cannon. Maybe you fire a couple shots into the nest. Maybe it causes enough structural damage and they leave. Who knows? But
Guess let's grab what we can and get in the Mako.
everyone in the Mako.
Okay.
Brox is gonna go and he's gonna start up the Mako and make sure everything is up and operational.
Okay. And because you turned everything on that navigation system, you see a handful of these little blips starting to get a little bit closer to your area. But then every once in a while, you just see them just disappearing one by one.
Strange.
Are you
But
guys?
how far out are like they disappearing at?
They're probably a good. Let me see. They're about 16 to 20 meters out from your location.
Still too close. He's waiting for everyone to get in.
Okay.
I'll get in. Just taking a seat towards the back.
Okay.
Hopefully where I can see a window.
And we get.
I'll hop
Okay.
into the gunner's seat.
Okay. So you guys back out of the garage, and there's a button there. Sure, you got a little clicker. You back out of the garage, and once it closes and you go around, you see that there is about, at this point, 4 Clixon starting to scurry their way towards you.
Time to test out that cannon.
Gonna open fire.
Okay. Let's see if I can give you guys a better look at what you're aiming at right now. Okay, so you are in the gunner seat. Where are you aiming? What's the radius on this, actually? Let's take a look here. Wow, it doesn't really give a radius. We'll just say it's a 4 meter by 4 meter radius for the cannon.
Okay. I'm just gonna aim at the closest one first, which I guess is this one
This
here.
one right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and do a attack roll with your dex.
In freedom units, what is a 4 meter by 4 meter?
10 by
area?
10 square.
10 by 10. Okay.
That is a very, very good first attack roll after being away from it for so long. That's a nat 20.
Oh, all right. You don't even have to roll unless you
Rip
want
that
to.
thing.
You just see it instantly explode, followed by another explosion as its own body erupts from itself.
I like this gun.
Is
Just
there-
for funsies, go ahead and roll a d10.
Okay, that's 9.
Wow, that is 90 radiant damage.
Ooh. Ow.
But
'Cause
that
it's
clicks
a
it in
D10.
particular.
It's a d10 times 10.
Oh wow.
That would have been instant death for me if I was the one that got hit.
Incidents for the whole party in one shot.
Well, I mean, it's a very high caliber weapon. I mean, it's not like
true.
we're just shooting the little pea shooters on our hip.
Yeah,
These-
that
Yep.
is not a 22.
Yeah, these are, I want to say, 155 millimeter mass accelerator cannons.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said you
On-
nat
on the
20, so it
Migos.
would have been 180 damage.
Okay, so that would have knocked a ship out of the sky almost.
Is there any hatch up top or along the sides for shoot out from the Mako?
On the side there is, but not on top.
Okay, can I do that?
Yep. Go ahead and shoot.
Sniper rifle.
It's almost like you sticking out of a window. Which one are you aiming for?
Sorry, Roll20 is being a little slow here. I'll take the one to the far right.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what are you doing? Okay.
That's a nat 20 as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. What's
Our dice have missed us.
wow, yeah they have. Especially if you're like me and use character dice, then yeah.
So
Your
far
dice are
tonight,
like
I've rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1. So
yin and yang.
rather they happen tonight instead of tomorrow.
Would I have any reason to add sneak attack to this?
No.
Okay.
There's no
Do you
sneaking after an explosion just went off from your own cannon.
I was gonna say, does a drive-by count as a sneak attack? Pretty sure it does.
Kind of, yeah.
That's gonna be 21 points of damage.
Okay. Surprisingly enough, it's still standing, but it is not looking good.
Double tap.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 19 to hit it.
19 hits it.
That's gonna be 9 points of damage.
Okay, and that actually finishes it off. All right. What else do you guys want to do?
I want to fire again.
Okay.
And I'd like to cast
What-
spell.
What
By attack.
direction are we going, or do we have to go to get out of here?
To go to the cave or the cavern where they said that the Noserrog is residing in is in the west.
So we have to go west?
We have to go west.
Okay, so on the map we are on, we have to go west.
The map you are on, let's just say going straight up is west.
Okay.
Make it easy.
Yeah. Gonna continue to. I'm gonna let everyone else do their thing, and then Raucous will do a little vehicular manslaughter.
Okay. So you just want to rev the engine.
Kinda.
Okay. I will go ahead and I will let you do another shot, Vera, and then I will allow Athelia and Jamar to do anything if they want to before we do what Brockus wants to do.
Shot number 2 was an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
It's a D10, right?
Yes.
That's another 9.
Alright, that is 90 radiant damage, and that guy is gone. Obliterated.
I'll take a shot at the last one.
Okay, hold on real quick, because I wanted to see if Jamar and Athelia want to do anything.
I mean, I'll cast a spell if the last one's standing.
Okay.
I'll cast Read.
Okay.
Which would be helpful if I hit the actual message button.
Okay. Go ahead and make a ranged spell attack.
That's good. Let's see. 6, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, that'll hit.
And, so we can do 2d10. That's 14 necrotic damage.
Okay.
If it's still it becomes prime necrotic,
Okay.
and I have the advanced option to immediately detonate its primed condition.
Okay.
Which I'm trying to look up what that was again.
You said the advanced option?
I'm just gonna see
when
what.
you hit a target with Reeve, it detonates the prime condition at the end of your turn, so, oh god.
Oh, so it gets 1d12 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So that's another 6 points necrotic.
Okay.
And must take a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. No.
It is now
a 4.
stunned
Okay. It is
until
still
the end
up.
of its next turn.
It is still up, so because you detonated it, it actually is not primed anymore. It's only till it
Yep.
detonates. Okay.
It's just stunned now until the
Okay.
end of its next turn.
Alrighty. Brockus.
Raucous is gonna floor it,
This poor
Okay.
stunned creature.
and no, he's not gonna run it over because he remembers what happens when they die. And he's just gonna just slam the jump button for a full burn to carry us as far as possible.
Okay, are you jumping first, or are you going and then jumping?
Oh no, accelerating and then jumping.
Okay, because I was gonna say you would just jump in place if that was the
Yeah,
case.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he's flooring it to gain enough speed and then punching it for the a full jump.
Okay, let's see how well you do. Let's do a vehicle handling.
I'm actually proficient in that, thankfully.
Yeah,
I should hope so.
that's why you
You're
drove last
usually our
time.
pilot.
Yeah, if you weren't, I'd be a little more concerned
that's
about our
going to-
well-being.
Oh fuck me. That's gonna be a 1 for a 5.
So
Did I hit the wrong button?
he's been kind of revving it up, just getting ready, waiting for the right time, and as soon as he hears Vera set off the cannon again, he guns it, and he guns it so hard that the back wheel starts spinning, not really realizing that he backed up into kind of a sand pile from the wind, and it just kind of sinks the back of the Mako into that sand, and you guys are stuck.
I don't
What
forgetting
about
to
the
release
jump?
the clutch.
What about the jump? Does that lift us out?
You can feel it tugging, but it's so deep in the sand from you revving it for so long that it can't quite get out yet. You could do it a few times to get out, but it's going to take some time. Otherwise, it may be easier to get out and dig.
All-terrain
it.
vehicle, my ass.
Raucous, why are we not moving?
The sand, apparently.
Okay. It's going to do... So it's stunned until your next turn?
Its next turn.
Its next turn. Okay, so it's actually its turn now.
So at the end of its turn, it becomes unstunned.
Oh, so it's just
So he can't do anything, but then
Can't do
the
anything.
condition
Okay.
fades.
okay. So yeah, that's his turn. So he's not stunned anymore. So, Dresscart, you said you wanted to do something. Unless Jamar, you wanted to do anything as well.
I've got a window to fire, a little
Yeah,
horizontal
you've got
slot to
windows on
fire
both
out of, right?
sides. Yeah,
Well, why not? Why not?
and because it's the future, the windows pop up.
Oh, see, this is a fancy one. We don't have the roll down
roll
windows
down
from the other one.
I can fix that.
The wood
It's
paneling.
the future, and we don't even have automatic windows.
You guys came up with that, and I just rolled with it
Come
'cause it
on,
was too funny.
Alliance. I thought you were supposed to be like the pinnacle of human
That's why they gave you the
civilization.
shitty one, not the high-end ones they have.
Look, they may be the pinnacle of the human civilization, but they're still humans.
That's
Well,
fair.
And they
21 to hit.
21 hits.
probably realized we were going to steal the Mako anyway.
That is 8 damage.
8, okay. It's not looking good.
I'll cast another Reeve. Oh, what was it? What did I do? Reeve was out. Yeah, the Reeve at it again.
Okay.
So that is. Let's see if I can hit it. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. So that's 2d10. 13 points necrotic.
Okay.
I'll detonate that prime condition again, so I'll need to make
Go
it
ahead,
save
go
con
ahead,
save. 7 necrotic there.
Okay. And with that, you see him explode and die. And for the time being right now, you guys don't hear any more clicking sounds.
Anything else on the monitor?
Not that you can see, no.
How
Other
far
than
from,
just the mines
how
that are
from
kind
the
of scattered.
how far from the house are we?
You guys just kind of
We
went
didn't move.
up. You guys didn't really move too far. Like, you backed up and kind of went around to see a little bit, so you're probably a good 15 meters from the house.
Should we go get the house?
Everyone wants to get the house. Go ahead. It's gonna take me some time to get us out of this thing.
I'm going to get the house.
Okay.
Hey, Brockus, these things usually have like micro thrusters for ship to ground deployment, right? Would that get
Yup.
us unstuck quicker?
That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna see if we can't use the micro thrusters, or maybe switch the axis on the Mako to give it more of a front wheel drive instead of a back wheel one. See if it can't pull us out of it. He's just gonna start. He's just gonna start going through the rotations
Okay.
of what he knows about land vehicles, trying to see if anything can get them out of this.
Okay.
But he's gonna try Vera's idea first about using the air to surface micro thrusters to see if short burst may get us out of it.
Okay. So go ahead and do another vehicle handling.
You, my dear dice, are being retired. That's another nat
Oh.
1. That is the third nat 1 this dice has rolled tonight.
For every yin, there's a yang. Their 20s give you ones.
You've only made 4 rolls tonight.
I've made 5. I've made 120, a
2
16,
perceptions. Yeah.
oh, and then the rest have been ones.
So you hear it. You know it's happening, but I think you're so so much sand has piled into it that it's not pushing out as much energy as you would like. But you hear it and you can feel the Mako jerking. You're just not loose yet.
God damn, if Mel was here, she'd be able to give us more power.
I mean, I can try.
Do what you can.
Divert all power to the thrusters.
And then Athelia, as you go open up the door and hit that button, not sure what would happen. You kind of hit it, close the door, and back up real quick, and you see it slowly just start to kind of fold back into that cube. And it takes, just like before, it takes a minute for it to give itself back. And you saw how slowly it went from top to bottom, giving you the mental note that you guys would have time to get out if you needed to, if you were all still inside when you hit that button.
Okay. So when it's done folding down, or scoop up the block, walk back to the Mako. When I get inside, be like, why is it still in the sand?
Because it's
Because-
Alliance tech, that's why.
Not this one.
Not
He
this
kind
one.
of point.
This is Krogan tech.
He kind of points over to Vera. That and fuck sand.
I mean, isn't this one the one that came with your ship?
Krogan don't have Makos.
Okay.
Jamar, what do you want to try to do?
Honestly, see if I can pull any power from other systems on the Mako into the drive system.
Okay.
Let's make it go.
Go ahead and roll engineering.
I want to make it go faster. Make it go.
He wanted to say mechanics, but I guess that's engineering.
Engineering, yeah.
Make it go faster. He just pours a can of liquid Schwartz into the gas tank.
15.
We've all seen Spaceballs.
15? Okay. So you go ahead and you hook your Omni tool up, virtually of course, through the command system, and you start doing your thing. And as soon as you're done, you're just like, all right, I think that probably did the trick. And you go ahead and you hit the button, and you guys feel this very powerful jerk, and you feel like you need to do it maybe at least one more time to get yourself completely out. So you hit it again, and the Mako finally just pulls itself out, and it actually bursts unexpectedly because it was caught. So real quick, I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, I got a nat 20 on this one. This die is staying with me.
That's okay. I rolled a 2, so I got a total of 3.
I fucking kid you not. I dropped it back in my tray and I landed on 20 again.
What is wrong with that one?
That's gonna be a 22. That's gonna be a 22 for me.
22? Okay.
21.
19.
17.
Okay, so everyone's fine, but Athelia, kind of catching it off guard, you sort of bump your head as you kind of stumble back a bit, and you take 1 point of damage.
1 point too many.
You're like, I squishy, no. Every HP point is precious.
When you have 21 HP? Yeah.
20 now. Hey, and you guys are good. So, Dresscar, you can actually see on the radar where all the mines are, and you feel like now, if you were to try to gun it and jump, you could probably clear 2 of them.
All right,
And make
gun
it
it and
out.
jump. Gun it and jump.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll this time. It was just the heat of battle to do it.
Okay.
So you actually are able to get out and jump over and miss those 2 mines, seeing that you are now out of that clearing where all the other ones are, and you are able to make your way forward. Who wants to
All
do the
in
first
fa-
watch?
All in favor of suggesting the Alliance nuke this desert? Show of hands.
You know, there's a joke in there somewhere about Krogans and nukes, but it just feels too easy.
That's the point.
Also, Krogans live on a desert-like planet, so, you know.
That they knew.
That they nuked all hell.
Yep.
Hilarious irony.
Look, we just wanted to make sure that our Fallout LARPs were a bit more realistic, okay?
That's fair. That's fair. Hail to
Unfortunate-
Chonka.
Unfortunately, we didn't get feral ghouls. We got fucking giant worms.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. All right, who wants to do first watch? I am assuming Brockus is driving as per usual, so who wants to do a watch? Technically, he could do a watch. He just...
I vote the person
Yeah,
with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pierre?
I'll take first watch.
Navigation / demolitions.
Am I rolling something specific or just choose a skill?
It's normally perception unless you feel like you want to do something else, like if you're looking for something in particular or anything else. Otherwise, it would just be perception.
Can
Sorry, my mind went
I
blank there for a second.
actually just kind of watch the radar for the most part and
Yeah.
rely on my navigation abilities?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and roll your navigation.
right. 21.
21? Okay. So as you guys have been heading out for a little while, about an hour goes by before you see a whole bunch of blips kind of gathered together, moving incredibly slowly in the same direction as you are. They're up ahead, in the same direction as you, but it's moving very slowly as it blips by. And then when you guys, you start noticing that the Mako obviously is catching up on it pretty quickly, but you don't see anything in view as of yet.
I will alert Brockus just in case it's something that may be underground and we're about to drive over top of it, which is probably not a good idea.
How far is it from us?
It's probably a good couple 100 meters, but in the Mako, you'll catch up to that really quickly.
But we have enough time to maybe go around it.
If you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah,
It's moving slow enough.
I think we'll go around it.
Okay. So as you start to go around in view, Vera, you're watching the radar, and you see that you're kind of like parallel to it now. And you look out, and you see a bunch of those little gas balloons just all herded together, just moving along.
Nope.
Bunch of them.
Does the gun on this Mako have a lock so you can lock out the pilot from turning it and shooting at the balloons as you drive by?
Technically, yes. It only can be used by one person at a time.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I'm the only one that can use the gun as we're driving by.
Okay. Gut Punch RP, thank you so much for that wonderful raid. Welcome, guys.
But I'm gonna try and do it on the sly, so maybe Brockus won't notice that I'm deliberately doing this.
What's your passive perception, Brockus?
I'm a Krogan 14.
Better than mine.
Oh, you kind of see Vera moving around on the panel, but you know that she's already looking at the radar, so you just think like, she's just doing navigation
He
stuff.
doesn't care. He's piloting the Canyon Arrow.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, during this drive, can I take the time to essentially take a short rest
Yeah,
and do a biotic recovery?
Yeah,
Which allows me to pull back 2 of my spells.
sure thing.
So I get a total.
The one spell you use. Oh no, you did use 2 spells.
I used 2.
Never mind. Yeah, you did.
It's
Okay.
why I was willing to use 2 spells.
Yeah, if you're not doing something active like creating something on the Mako or doing the perception checks, then yeah, it would be a short rest because you guys are literally sitting there on a car ride. So it's a short rest.
She's on our Omnitool playing that game with the bars that you move to make the ball go back and
Oh,
forth.
the Pong.
That's
got
why I
I've
couldn't remember the
been
name.
playing like Centipede. Where
We have one person playing FTL on theirs. We got another person playing Pong.
Yeah.
This is literally just a road trip while the kids are playing like on their switches in the back
Pretty
and
much.
dad's driving.
Yep.
Why do you think the conversations are so ridiculous in the game, especially Andromeda, when you're on the Mako and they're talking? It's just so funny and random.
They're
'cause
so
they're
good.
bored. They're so
Yeah,
amazing.
being on a Mako isn't exactly the most riveting thing to do. It's like,
Unless you're driving around the gun.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just,
exactly.
the
It's like, well,
conversations are
we're here.
hilarious.
Speaking of that, do we have like small ballistics on the Mako as well, or is it just the cannon itself?
You have. Let me look it up.
Because I know that I know with like some Makos they've got like the guns that fire the ballistic ammunition, and then you got the one with the mass accelerator cannon on the top.
Yes, so this one just has the machine gun and the accelerator cannon, but you know with how long this top is, you can easily get another one installed if you wanted to.
So do I have control over the machine gun, or does
Technically, Vera does. But you don't know that.
Oh,
You have to track ammo for this
Because
thing?
you're driving.
Because I'm locked out.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna like pull the trigger to fire the machine gun, and it's just gonna click.
If it
It says-
helps, it's just like one of those like buttons on the back of a PC that just clicks one way or the other, depending on who it is.
But he hasn't really had
Thank you for that
time
follow,
to.
by the way.
He really hasn't had time to sit down and familiarize himself with like the layout of this one.
No.
You kind of just jumped in and said let's go kill a rhino like thing.
You did, yeah. Dragonborn, thank you so much for that follow.
I think the learning the overall schematics on all this stuff is gonna, be the next episode when Mel starts fangirling over all the new ship stuff.
Yeah, you guys will have a little bit of time. I know technically you can get to like freaking anywhere with the mass relay within like seconds, but I think it'd be fun to kind of like you get there and then you got like a few minutes. You're like driving in the area. That way it gives you guys time to do stuff if you want to.
See, little do you know that Raucus likes impulse speed at times. Likes to take some time before doing any sort of mass jumping.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a time and place for impulse, like when you're getting your fleet in arrangement around a planet to do a blockade.
Well, you also have to remember that when you guys jump, and we'll get into this when you guys actually do more space travel. When you guys jump, you're actually jumping to a sector. You're not actually jumping to a planet. So you still have to travel depending on where you're going. You still have to do the travel time there. It's just the jump is, within a few seconds. So still plenty of time to get some stuff done if you want to do some crazy projects, whatnot. Sure.
Do we know how much ammo the Mako came with?
Ammo is always there. It's just lasers.
Okay.
All my post-it notes for projects that I had to work on got destroyed when a certain child got a hold of the ship.
She drew all over them.
You don't know what y'all got into.
I lost all my post-it notes of projects, so now it's like, what was I working on?
You walk into the lab. You walk into the lab and it's all origami cranes and shit.
Oh god. At least you can unfold it. Still.
They were colored on top of that.
Oh god. Mine are downstairs. They're origami stars. Who wants to do the next perception check? Or watch?
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that perception.
That's a 19.
19? Okay. So nothing pops up on the radar. You look out and it's pretty barren. You don't really see much. And then you see what looks like a very small mountain range, very, very tiny. It almost looks like hills. They're not even that tall. And you notice that there is a very large cave over on one side. And you guys realize that you are now at the time that you were somewhat quoted by Commander Raylan that this is probably where the Noserrog is.
I'll point over to it and tap Raucus on the shoulder. Might be over that direction.
All right. Who's on the gun right now?
I'm assuming it's always Vera. Unless someone says otherwise, Vera will always have it.
Vera, as soon as you see it, shoot it.
Just on her Omni tool, playing Stardew Valley. So.
That's so out of date.
Little do we know, all Omni tools come with like Steam and the Epic Game Store. So.
God. Someone's playing Animal Crossing.
Right. So what does it look like again?
Rhino.
Rhino.
Right.
We brought Mercy's book with us, right?
I mean, it was an Elcor with a horn.
Oh, that's
No one said
right.
they packed it.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great way to describe it. Yeah.
Elcor with a horn.
Elcor with a horn.
Mm-hmm.
Now everyone's
Just
picking
don't
up like
shoot
a
a random
normal
Elcor.
Now I'm picturing is just an angry, roided out Elcor.
All right, you guys are able to get up next. So you notice that the cave is quite large, but you can see further in with some of the light that it might get a little tight for the Mako at some point. So you could probably, if you wanted to, park it like right inside the mouth, but it doesn't look like it might be Mako worthy to keep traveling down.
On our radar, does it look like this is the only entrance to the cave?
On your radar, it doesn't necessarily show you where caves are. It will show you the landscape, but it doesn't really show you where the caves are. You do see a couple of dots blinking like way far in the distance. And you do see just one here, but you're not 100% sure if this is the only one, because you don't know what the other blimps are. You just know what the landscape looks like.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Cause a cave in. Trap it inside. No damage to us. It dies slowly, but it dies.
Sounds a little cruel.
So
What if it's not actually in here right now?
Isn't this thing a burrowing animal? Did I
Do
misremember
of course
that?
burrow?
I don't know if rhinos burrow either. All we were told was it was like a rhino eating crops.
Well, considering how many creatures out here burrow, I'm not sure.
That must cover most of the creatures on a desert planet.
How about we go in and investigate and see if it's actually here first?
You know if it's attracted to noise, because if it is, we can draw it out and then blast it with the cannon and be done with it.
What does this Mako have? Does it have any sort of probe or anything?
It does not, no.
Does
Only
it
the
have a
ship.
horn?
Yeah.
What if we send Wheatley down into the cave? See if anything's apparent.
No,
Make a
Brackus,
judgment based off that.
I'm a little surprised at you. I thought that you might want to face this thing head on.
Not in its lair. That's just suicide.
Isn't that
You wanna-
kind
you
of
want-
what your
Says the
people
member
do?
of the race that goes after thresher ones.
That's out on an open field. That's even battle. Walking
Isn't-
into
An open field, technically the lair of a thresher maw.
no, the ground it burrows in its lair.
Right.
Bringing it to the top gives us the ability to shoot it. Thus, it's even ground. Now, if we bring this thing out of the cave, then we can fight it.
Well, why don't we try to make some noise at the mouth of the cave and draw it out?
Sending Wheatley down might not be a great idea, but I could bring out another drone to help. They don't last long. They're more of a temporary thing just to help out when needed, but
Okay, which drone is that one?
recon.
Okay. Is that his name too?
No, only the real one gets a name.
Oh, okay.
All the rest are very expendable.
Okay.
Because they might not come back, and I don't want to name them and get attached.
It's true.
I mean,
But we're still going to have to leave the Mako.
All right.
Ken?
I could throw some rocks around from in here to make noise. Let's see if it
Alright.
comes out first.
So, step A is get out of the Mako and walk to the entrance to what looks like the cave/lair.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and you launch your little drone.
Yep.
How far does
recon-
it go before you like lose contact, or does it work that way? Actually, explain how it works.
Let's bring this up. There we go. Little drone.
Okay, spend 1 tech point to summon one of the following drones. Okay. When someone the drone has additional hit point, blah, 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 blah. You have complete control over the drone. Any hacking attempts on the drone are rolled against your intelligence. The drone has its own turn on initiative order. The drone lasts 1 minute.
Yeah,
Okay,
as I
that's
said,
what it is.
I don't like getting attached to them because they tend to burn themselves out.
Okay, so they don't really have. I mean, they do have separate things, but they all essentially do the same thing. So.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. In this case, I'm bringing out the recon drone.
Okay. All right, go ahead and do a perception check with your drone.
So it has infrared vision for 12 meters.
Okay.
And it is also going to tactical cloak, which it can do immediately before it goes in.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Can it still see without any light?
Yeah. Infrared.
Awesome. Okay. That's right. You did say infrared. So okay.
Yeah.
So it tactical cloaks. Go ahead and roll me a perception then with him.
And its movement speed, because it is just going to keep burning through this place until it finds something or the minute expires.
Okay.
It moves, has a fly speed of 16 meters.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you activate this drone and it flies into this cavern, which you notice after a time it just disappears. It just looks like it kind of goes into a darker part of this cavern. And you're looking on your Omni tool, kind of looking through its eye, and you notice there's a lot of rocks. It looks like it's a lot of it's like a narrow passageway. But then it gets to this one spot where you see on the infrared there is a couple of little tiny blips that are very faint. Can't really see it. It's like just barely coming up on the radar. And then you see a very big one. Before he
How many
disappears.
perception checks do you want as it gets close?
You can do one more perception check before its time is up.
Which would be 10. It's got a
10?
passive perception of 13, so
Okay. Before the drone's time is up, it tries to get a little bit closer, and within its actual vision, you can kind of see this lump, and you can't really tell what it is, other than you know it's alive because it's got some heat radiation coming off of it, but you can't really get a lot of detail other than it looks huge and it looks bumpy. You're not sure before your vision's cut off.
it's down there. Do I have any clue how far in the drone went? Based on I know how fast it moves.
It took almost
Okay.
its whole minute going at max speed the whole time, basically hustling the whole way down there. So for you
we're
guys, if you were to
talking
be on a steady pace, it would probably take you guys about
160 meters, we're talking.
yeah. Math. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Hmm?
I don't know.
16? No.
About 15 or 20 minutes.
That would only be
Trying to math.
just at a regular walk.
Yeah.
We move at what's everyone's regular movement speed walking?
Average is
base speed for
usually
me
10.
yeah, base speed for me is 10.
10.
Yeah.
So
Average is
2
10.
minutes,
Take you 5 minutes to get there.
give or take.
Yeah.
No, they
5
they
if
up,
we're being cautious.
they upped everyone's average speed so that it's the same as D&D with 6 squares, so 12.
Krogans, I think, are still pokey though.
No, they upped everyone's.
Did they?
I keep forgetting to look that stuff over.
Nice of them to allow Krograns to move at the same speed as everyone else.
Now, of course, the ones that don't
Nice of them.
that don't have an updated one.
I don't think Elcors need to move since they get the mounted shoulder lasers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. They do get 30 feet. I did convert mine to
Yep.
feet.
Yeah, they're 30 feet now as well. So,
Yay.
still a couple minutes to get down there, I think. Either way, it's buried in there, kind of deep. We're probably gonna have to go in. it didn't seem terribly inclined to move, even with the drone hovering in there.
All right. Oh. Grab what we need and for fight with a rhino.
Do we want to see if we'll draw it out?
If the probe didn't get its attention, then it's probably gonna stay put.
Maybe if we blast the rock side with the cannon once, maybe we'll draw it out.
I mean, I can throw some rocks around, make them snap against the walls.
You could definitely try.
Yeah.
Zorro's sitting here like, just go in the damn cave.
I'm not gonna lie, if you guys just like destroyed the mouth, you're like, alright, cool, let's go home. I'm like, well, that was supposed to distract this whole other session, so
But you gave us a big explodey toy.
I did, and I would have come up with something. It was just funny because inside my head, I'm like, shit, that's clever. Damn it. Okay,
I'll move
so you
to
want to go
the-
ahead and throw some rocks?
Yeah, I'll move to the front of the Mako and I'll throws a cantrip, so I'll throw a few rocks around.
Okay. So, just give me a strength roll. Just straight up strength.
I use my spell casting.
Sure.
Yes. Oh shit! Anyway, shit roll. 11.
Okay, so you threw it in the cave. You don't know how far you threw it, but you can hear it kind of go like just click clacking around. It sounds like it's kind of skipping on the different parts of the wall. You don't know how far it went, but you wait for a minute. Nothing seems to happen.
It was worth a shot.
I guess then it is.
Alright, so let's go ahead and let's take our first break before we enter this cave. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us as we go on this little adventure. So just stick around and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we are back. So, you guys park the Mako just inside the cave's mouth. You guys decide on foot to travel within this little area. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and jump you guys over to this one.
God, why does this look so familiar?
It's a different cave, it's cool. Let me poke Mel out of there. There we go, let's put Wheatley back there. Okay, so you guys are inside of this cave now. And you guys go ahead and just move as you will. You know something's in here because of the drone. You just don't know if it's the creature you are seeking or it is and it's just not moving.
Why does it keep showing that I only have 11 HP? That's disturbing.
I had to adjust the HP on my token as well.
That's...
Alright.
You know what? I wonder, although it would be weird, but I copied and pasted it from an older one, so I wonder if it was still
yeah.
have the old stats, but the stats should be whatever you adjusted it to.
It has it for whatever the HP at that point in time was. If you copy pasted it from there.
Maybe because it shows
They're
Dresscar
the
has
old ones, and the character sheet doesn't control.
Yeah. Brockus is gonna move forward with the riot shield up,
Okay.
and then the pistol in hand.
Okay.
I'm staying close behind.
Okay. And Broggers, you said your riot shield.
Yeah.
I almost said riled shield. You just rile everyone up. Let's do it.
I think Vera and I have now established a sense of a breach pattern with our movements.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to use a tactical cloak.
Okay.
And I'm going to start moving forward and scouting for traps and whatnot.
Okay, so go ahead
Or
and
pitfalls, I guess. I wouldn't expect man-made traps.
Okay.
But
go ahead and roll me a perception check. Or yeah.
And I'm just going to try to stay on Vera's tail, just to not be at the back, but also not at the front. Wizard status.
16?
17.
17? Okay. You do notice some dirt on the floor just a few feet ahead of you, kind of in this area. Look like it's been disturbed and loose. You're muted.
I'll move slightly closer to check it out and see what it is. Not getting too close, but
Okay.
close enough to see if it's something I need to warn people about.
Okay. Jamar, are you moving forward as well?
Yep.
I mean, you can chill by the Mako if you want to. You can do whatever you want.
No.
You guys, I'm out.
I mean,
Wheatley.
if you wanted to, you totally could. Wheatley should be at the
Alright.
very top.
So
And detach the Wheatley and turn on the Wheatley light.
Okay.
does it look like a pit or something?
Are you gonna get closer to investigate it?
Yeah, I don't want to be right on top of it.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and just go to this square right here, you'll be able to get a closer look. And you get on your knees and you just kind of touch it, and you feel like you definitely know it's a trap. And you think that as soon as someone puts enough pressure on here, it could potentially collapse. Because it feels pretty loose for it to, instead of it being like a net or something that pops up, it feels like it goes down.
Does it look like it covers the entire breadth of this hallway?
It's a little dark in here, so it's a little hard to see how far it goes. But you get the sense that it's down a little bit. You just don't know how far because it's a bit dark in here, even with your guys' flashlights.
When everybody gets a little closer, I'll whisper to everyone to stop and ask for Wheatley's light to focus on the ground.
Absolutely, we can accommodate that.
Okay, go ahead and do another perception check with Wheatley.
Does that mean I get advantage?
No, this is Wheatley.
Ah.
Oh, with Wheatley.
Yeah, I'm just doing Wheatley's right now.
18.
18? Okay. So Wheatley can actually easily see how far it goes before the dirt kind of looks solid again. It looks like it's a good... Oh, God. It's about 25 feet before it stops, gets solid again, it looks like.
But is it across the entire width of this passage?
He does see it's the entire width as well. With that check, yeah.
I'll take the butt or the barrel of my sniper rifle, and I'll push it into the dirt over here.
Okay. With your strength, you are able to see a couple of the boxes crumble, but it looks like it's not quite enough weight for it to reveal the rest.
Does anyone have any ideas how to get across this? Because it looks like it's the entire breadth of this passageway here. If you step on it, it looks like it collapses.
And was anyone able to determine like how far in it goes, or?
Only the trap goes about 25 feet out from you guys, but as far as how deep the cave goes, no. And just because I forgot to mention it, you can technically see it, Dresscar, again with how dark it is in here. You can see parts of it, and Wheatley was able to see it too. There is a little section that you were able to see. It looks like it goes off in this direction.
DeMar, could you send Wheatley down that little nook over there to see if there's anything worrisome in it?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, I could technically throw you guys about 30 feet.
What's
It's not going to feel comfortable when you land, but I can throw you.
What's the weight on throw?
Doesn't have a weight.
Oh, it doesn't. Let's see here.
Here's the spell. As long as I hit them,
that
it pushes them backwards. If they're in the air and I hit them,
technically yes. I don't think it will really work. Well,
they'll take damage.
I feel like lift would be.
Lift has a weight limit.
It does, unless you do the advanced. The advanced has a much higher.
I don't have an advance on it right now. It's only 10 kilograms.
And
which is not a person.
You don't have to do a roll on this one. It's pretty easy. You just see this little nook almost on the side, and you can tell that it's solid ground over here. You don't really see anything of interest in here other than just a little nook.
So does it basically look like we'd have to jump into the mouth of this nook over here to then jump the rest of the way?
It's a possibility. You can certainly try. God, I feel like I'm copywriting that now.
Could you mark where I see the loose dirt that is suspect?
Yeah, in fact, Wheatley, I'll allow Wheatley to kind of like make a little design for you guys. As I...
Wheatley, fire pulse cannon repeatedly and outline it.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll let me. Nope, I gotta do it this way. Fine.
How to alert everything in the area to your presence. Open fire with pulse cannon.
Dresscar, since you're the one up front right now, Go ahead and give me a perception check.
19.
19? Okay. So as you're looking over in the direction where the little nook is and everything, you're trying to see a way. Maybe we need to jump across. Maybe they'll land in there. You're not quite sure yet. The angle seems really weird. And you notice that it looks like, with the ceiling being high enough, you could maybe potentially climb with some. It looks like that there are some holes and divots for you guys to grab on as another option if you wanted to.
What, up here?
On the walls, both sides.
One second, guys. And I'll start trying to climb the wall here.
Okay, and you easily grab a hold.
Since this actually looks a little bit different here, is there
That's
like
rock.
a ledge? It's
Nope,
rock.
that's
okay.
all rock.
Well, I'll start climbing along the wall,
Okay.
trying to find and mark or point out stronger handholds for everyone.
Okay.
If they choose to follow this way.
All right. Go ahead and give me just do your choice: athletics or acrobatics.
Really rather not either. Thank God for rolling high. 22.
22. Okay. You are able to find some footholds and get about 10 feet deep into this without falling or slipping.
So he starts moving on Mark up next to Rockus, so I'm a little closer.
So you are about right here.
Okay.
And if you're going to continue, go ahead and make one more.
Yep. One more. And I'm trying to point out the good handholds
Okay.
to everyone behind me so that hopefully they have advantage or something.
This is why I don't wear shoes. With just talons, this would be easy.
Lower, but still hopefully okay. 16.
16, you just make it. As soon as you get over here, you stumble a little bit, just catching the ledge. And as soon as you step, you actually put just enough weight down to break the rest of the trap, but you're able to stumble forward and catch yourself against the wall. And everyone sees the whole thing collapse. And underneath there are spikes sticking out of the bottom and plenty of bones underneath.
How did the rhino ever get out of here?
Depends how large it is. It might just walk across.
Well, the suggestion was it also burrow. Who's to say it didn't set that trap?
True. Who's next, I guess?
Does this wall look like it can support my weight?
There's only one way to find out. And yes, it can.
All right.
I'm gonna stand. Let's say here, so that people have a clear path, but I can help bring them in from
Okay.
the edge there.
Okay.
Rockus will go next.
Okay, which side are you going to crawl on?
Same side that just guarded.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna move here.
That is so I'm gonna because he wants to test the wall. Gonna start
Oh,
there
okay.
to lift himself up.
Okay, you don't
that's
even have to
gonna-
do a check on that. If you're just testing it out in a safe spot, you realize that it can hold your weight. You can notice a couple of spots that look a little weak that may crumble a bit, but that's just the hold. As far as you lifting yourself up, the wall's pretty sturdy.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Well, that dice goes in the thing. That's another natural 1 for a total of 6.
So after Brockus finds the right hold to kind of test the wall and be like, okay, no, I got this. He goes, let's do this, and grabs it and finds the weak spots as it just crumbles in his hands and he falls down.
Slow fall.
I have to ask, my pointing out the handholds that I used didn't give any kind of aid.
Not when it's a natural 1.
Okay.
It just lowers the DC.
Well, I mean,
Not a nat 1.
if it had been advantage, then it may not have been a natural 1. That's why I have to ask.
Yeah.
It
No.
wouldn't have mattered because even with an advantage, I would have rolled 2 natural ones. So
Slow fall though, as a reaction.
Slow fall. Okay, you can use that as a reaction. So, Brockus, you start to slowly descend into this trap. And it's a good about 15 feet deep into this trap.
So do I have time to reach out and like grab the edge?
I will give you a reaction, yeah, if you want to go ahead and try to grab yourself.
What am I making?
However, when you did it, you probably got right about here. So you wouldn't be able to necessarily grab yourself back, but you could catch yourself before sinking deeper into this.
Where did I get?
You're about here. So kind
Okay.
of here.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah, it's right there.
Try to grab onto a handhold that isn't crap.
Okay.
Am I making an athletics check or is
Do
this
another
dex?
one, yes.
Okay, that's a 15.
Okay, you are able to just barely, just kind of shaken by what just happened. You're just like, play cool, man, play cool. And you just lift yourself up and kind of stay safe on this edge and just kind of shimmy your way across. And Driscar is able to help, sort of, because, I mean, you heavy as fuck, man. Get up over the ledge and just make it to the side. Who's next?
Well, what fun is a little dungeoneering, if not for a bit of added unnecessary danger. I want to try a different way to get across.
Sure thing.
Vera
What do you wanna do?
is quite proficient with both athletics and acrobatics, so she would like to try to take a run at this wall here, and once she hits the wall, do a bit of parkour wall running to here,
Okay.
and then jump off with just enough long jump distance to get to here.
Okay, yeah, if you're actually from the position you are now, get kind of a little bit of a running start. Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll. Are you sure you're not a monk? You do a lot of running and jumping.
I mean, she's proficient in acrobatics and athletics and has a high dex and a high strength, so.
You just do a lot of jumping. It's great. A lot of
Yeah,
parkour
she's,
shit.
she's a military person. And she's a Turian.
Yeah.
She can't fly anymore, but it's not going to stop her from trying. That's a 21.
21, yeah. With that, you're able to jump, get a nice firm grip, even with boots on. You are able to just run across with just enough heft to throw yourself and jump right on the other side, right about here.
Perfect.
And you don't even stumble. You just kind of like bend your knees and go, all right.
Could have made it look a little bit better without the shoes, but I'll take it.
No, unless you want the gravity to kick in.
I
That
was
would have
about
been
to
way
take my
harder.
shoes off, then I was, wait a minute, gravity.
If that was
That's
the
a
case, the DC would have been much higher because of the gravity and with disadvantage. Because that gravity
Yeah,
a bitch.
I think that would have been jump and then just immediately faceplant to the pit.
Immediately fall. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Tamara, I think you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Wheatley back.
Okay.
Clamp him to my back, and hopefully use his lift to give me a bit of a boost on this.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, can any of your bots hold anything or are they too small?
It's a very good question.
I'm gonna make room to hopefully give more room for people to
Okay.
come over.
So you're gonna have everyone stand back?
Like ready to reach out and grab and pull in,
Okay.
but not making a flesh wall right at the edge.
Well, right. So we'll just have everyone kind of just move back one.
It's not like the drones are small.
It also depends on how strong they are, I guess. What's the strength modifier on them? If they have those stats.
Okay, Wheatley's actually just an 11.
Probably wouldn't be able to carry anything then.
No, because he's an assault drone.
Yeah.
The combat drone is technically 12. The defense drone is 15.
Oh, there we go. That might have a chance of carrying someone across if you did.
Yeah,
Not
the defense
Brockus.
drone's the actual useful one when it comes to that.
Unfortunately, not Brockus, but could carry some people over.
I could always build one at some point.
Oh, of course.
I could make some grenades for you. You can try to rocket jump.
Nope.
There you go.
Tempt me.
I'm just using Wheatley as a slight lift boost backpack at this point. We're going to try
Okay.
to climb across.
All right, your choice.
You know what? We're going to run acrobatics on this.
Okay.
Because that scares me less than my athletic score.
Okay. And you're going across the side that Dresscar and Brockus did, right?
Yep.
Okay.
22.
22. Okay, yeah. You find nice firm grip going across, getting you right about there. Go ahead and do it one more time for me.
Not particularly, but I will. 16?
16? Okay, yeah. Just like your companions before, you just make it to that ledge before you kind of like wobble a little bit trying to get your balance back, and you're able to land on the other side.
Totally fine. Totally, absolutely fine. By the way, don't fall. Detach Wheatley and actually look into the pit now that it's opened up a little bit. And
Okay. You see a little bit of everything as far as like, it looks like maybe some animal looking bones, definitely some humanoid bones.
yeah, don't fall down there. Might be bad.
And the spikes are pretty big and thick too, so if landed properly, you guys could avoid the spikes if you fell in there. Because you can tell from these spikes that they look like they're for something big. All right, Athelia.
So I do have a question.
Okay.
Just because it would be cool, and we're not in combat, so she has a little bit more time to focus on what she's doing.
Okay.
So I have a spell Gravity Field, which allows me to create an area of unstable gravity, and I have the advancement on it, which allows me to restrain people inside of it to kind of make it heavier to help restrain people.
Okay.
Can I kind of use it to do the reverse effect and kind of make gravity lighter in the area, even though it's not technically part of the spell?
The problem is it would restrain you, so you wouldn't be able to do anything literally with yourself.
Oh, damn. I was trying.
It was a great idea. It's just the problem is it causes them, regardless if the gravity's heavy or not, you would be restrained. Yeah. So you would be able to do it on yourself and be like, cool, but you wouldn't be able to move yourself.
I mean, they don't automatically become restrained, but yeah.
I like the thinking, though.
I was trying. Just trying to be cool.
I appreciate the creativity.
I'm going to go the way everyone else did across the handholds.
Okay. Go ahead and give me those rolls.
It's decent. Dex? Or no, we're doing athletics or...
Athletics or acrobatics.
Neither great. So that's a 15 for the first one.
You slip, but just quickly grab yourself as you just barely catch yourself before falling into the pit, and you're just like... and you're just hanging on, and your fingers are hurting, trying to grip it tight. Go ahead and give me one more roll.
I'd rather not. It's a 5.
You try to reach out, and you're just trying to grip so hard that you slip and fall into this pit.
cast Slow Fall. It's a cantrip.
Okay.
It's a slow fall.
Okay. Technically, since you just barely made it the first time, you were already on the ledge. You weren't high
Yeah.
anymore. You're on the ledge. So when you cast it on yourself, you're probably about 5 feet into this pit.
Is there anything I can grab on 5 feet down, try and climb back up and out?
There is something that you can grab on, but again, you're going to have to give me another roll to get yourself out.
That's fine. That's another 15.
Okay? It's a struggle, but you are able to just get yourself out. And with Dresscar there kind of helping anyone that comes across, thanks to his assistance, you are able to get out. But it was a struggle. It was hard for everyone to watch that. The struggle was real.
Wizard problems.
Yeah. And you guys make it across.
I don't even want to think about getting back across when we're ready to leave.
Hopefully we find another exit.
Just throw us.
Look on the bright side. We can use this to get to maybe trap the thing in there.
I mean, I doubt it was coming out this way. If it's the size of a small egg core, probably weighed too much.
Nope, let's keep on going on. He's gonna bring the riot shield up again with the pistol and begin moving down the thing again.
Okay. Just realized my music was not up. That's unfortunate. There we go. Okay. Okay. You guys can go ahead and just keep moving forward.
Like every time he moves
Muted.
forward,
Sorry,
Every
go.
time-
No, you're fine.
every time he moves forward, he kind of hits the ground in front of him, making sure it's not going to give way.
Okay.
Like the end of the riot shield.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'm looking for more pit traps too.
Okay. You don't see any more pit traps. However, you are seeing more bones as you get a little bit deeper into this cave.
I'm gonna go tactical cloak because I can only assume that my tactical cloak from before is up.
Okay.
So
Because that lasts for a minute, doesn't it?
only
or
a
10
minute,
minutes?
Yeah. 1 minute.
A minute. Okay.
So I'm gonna go tactical cloak and try to start scouting ahead.
Okay. And go ahead and give me a perception check, Dresscar.
Being careful of the bones.
Okay.
25.
Okay. And as everyone gets closer, everyone can see these bones of all different sizes, humanoid, massive, animals maybe, you're not sure, but there seems to be bones of all sizes here, in sporadic piles. Dresscar, with it still being dark, you see what looks like an outline in the back corner of this cave. But again, it's really hard to see, so you don't know what it is.
Drescar's gonna message back to Jamar. We're gonna need him to light up the cave.
Well, that's easy. You know
And I'm-
what we're gonna do? We're gonna attach you to that.
So you're gonna send Wheatley out again?
I'm basically instructing Wheatley to hover right above Dresscar's head.
Okay. Lights on or no?
Yep, lights on.
Lights on? Okay. From this distance, you do see more of that outline, and it's that very familiar, big, lumpy kind of looking outline. But unless you want to get just a little bit closer, it's hard to see detail as to what it is.
Well, first, I don't think Wheatley would be able to. Well, Wheatley has infrared vision, right?
I know your recon one does. I don't know if Wheatley does.
Checking.
Because if not, he wouldn't know where I am because I'm tactical cloak.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you know what, even if you whatever he can see me or whatever, I would say I don't want him hovering right above my head. I want him to just
You got
light up the whole
walkie-talkies. You
cave.
just be like, get that guy away
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah, I just want him to try to
there.
light up the whole cave as much as possible.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
With actual light.
Guns have light, right?
Space around, sure.
I know your helmets do.
So I'm gonna continue edging along the cave.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll, please. And anyone else who moves forward, like Brockus, right where you are, go ahead and give me a stealth.
That's a good roll that I get. All right, dirty 20 on a stealth.
Okay, dirty 20. You are able to creep around these bones without making a sound and just quietly make it through.
Is it terrifying when the Krogan is sneaky?
A little
When
bit.
the
Natural
Krogan-
20 for
When the
28.
Krogan isn't
Oh, you're
trying
perfect.
to be sneaky.
Yeah, like a pro, you weave through those bones, making not a peep. And no one can see you. No one can hear you. You're not even making a sound as you step.
You said that our helmets have light.
They do, yes.
Um,
So think about it like with flashlights, because dark vision isn't really a thing in here. Think of it as kind of almost like dim light, but it doesn't go out like super far. It's maybe like a good 30 feet, maybe.
okay. I think he's gonna engage the headlamp at that point in time.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty dark where you guys are right now. Then how far do you want to send Wheatley out?
There.
There? Okay. Yeah, a second. Let me see where Wheatley is. Okay, yeah. So, with Wheatley's flashlight, which is the same as everyone else's, it's like that 30 feet, you see more of this outline as you see this creature just sleeping in the corner. And you see this brown and purplish red creature that's large with hooves and spikes sticking out of all over its back and its head. And it's got a long horn that splits almost like a Y shape out, and it's enormous. It looks like it's almost the size of its body, and you can tell easily that it's thick. It is a thick horn, and it is currently sleeping.
I'm now happy I came down here.
The scar over
Puts the gun away. Pulls out the Mono Molecular Blade.
Oh, God.
Drescar over the Omni tools is gonna whisper very quietly. If we coordinate this, we can all get in some good hits before it has a chance to react.
We're not killing him. Let's us sleep. Have
I
some-
doubt it would die.
Vera, make me a stealth, please.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay, yeah. You're able to get through, maneuver through the bones. I'm doing Athelia or Jamar yet, because you're not there yet.
Just gonna hug the edge of that for now.
Okay.
I mean, the way's kind of blocked by other people, so.
And as you guys get a little bit closer, because of your flashlights, you are able, and your stealth, you don't disturb anything, and you see this big circle, this open area where it looks like almost like it's nests. There's pile of bones everywhere around the edges. There's hay and what looks like hay and dirt and just all this stuff. Just it almost looks muddy and gross in this little corner, and the stench. Even through your helmets, you can smell this creature as you get closer, and it is just awful. Athelia, give me a stealth roll, please.
Yep. Stop there. Want to keep moving, but more stop there.
Nope, that's fine.
Not bad. What's my stealth? A 16?
16. Okay, yeah, you are able to maneuver your way through the bones,
And over here.
and you are very quiet walking through. You are unnoticed.
From this pocket right here, can I still see the rhino? Like just this little wall piece get in
you
my
mean
way?
like if you were right here?
If I was tucked behind here?
Yeah, you could still see it from there.
Okay, that's where I'm going.
Okay. Jmar's just hugging the wall.
Yep.
I think Brockus at this point in time is going to start slapping the blade against the shield. Just start yelling at it in Krogan to wake it up.
Well,
Okay.
Let's try to make it through
Fucker.
there before he does that.
Yeah.
And you want a
Stealth. Because this is for you maneuvering through the bones as well as seeing as if the creature
16?
notices you. 16? Okay. You are able to make it through. Nice
Victory.
and quiet. And the creature does not notice you.
Noticing Brock is starting to make all this noise. If it looks like it's waking up, I'll shoot off a spell at it.
Okay, so you're gonna prep a spell?
Yeah.
Okay. Brockus, how loud are you making this? Are you just tapping it to
As
see get its
loud
attention?
as I can be.
Okay, so
This isn't like any sort of chant or anything. This is a challenge.
okay, yeah. So that, and with Krogan's strength, I'm not even gonna make you roll. You easily see this creature stir as its ears flick, noticing that it hears a sound, and it wakes up. And when it turns around and stands up, you guys see this thing is huge. This thing is large, and it is just pure muscle and spikes and this enormous thick horn as it looks around and notices you, Brockus, first and foremost. And you can see its nostrils flare up. And when it breathes out through its nostrils, you see a bunch of dirt and dust just kick up around it. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Do I have time to get my spell off before the initiative kicks in, since I was prepping?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
What's the range on that spell?
60 meters, so 150 feet.
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
The range is yes.
Most of them, yeah.
Most of them are. 22 to hit?
Well, let me check its stats.
Yeah. If 22 doesn't hit, we all need to get the hell out. Just saying that now. At level 4, get out.
It does hit it.
Alright, I'm casting Reeve again, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So 16 necrotic to start.
Okay.
And then we're...
I need my calculator out.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and let it immediately detonate.
Okay.
So that will be another 2 points in necrotic, because
Okay.
that rolled low. And then it needs to make a con save.
Does. Okay. That is a 23.
Okay, so it saves.
Okay.
Easily. I kind of figured it would, but it was worth a shot.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's get some battle music going on here.
Do you have the initiative thingy up?
Oh, I do not. There we go. Oh, and you all are in here. Look at that.
I don't see it. I don't see me.
Yeah, you'll have to refresh the initiative, like clear it and then re-add.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, I'll just remove all. Confirm. Yes. Okay. Make sure I got Wheatley in there. Why is it not letting me? Oh, that's why. Forgot to stay off that. It's been a long time. Okay.
Look at that impressive initiative roll.
Okay, and then that's right, Wheatley needs his own as well.
So now that we're tracking the shots in our clip, so to speak,
Mhm.
the abilities like burst fire and such where they state that that action uses like 3 heat. Are we now counting that as well
Yes.
towards the? Okay. Awesome.
Yes, we are. Just to make the combat have a little bit of some breaks in between all the OP-ness.
I'm all for it.
But you still don't have to count clips or anything like that. Just how many you use before you have to reload.
Yeah, it's more like the heat system rather than the actual ammo clip system.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, good. Jamar's in there. So, let's go ahead and start us off with Jamar.
Jesus. Lots of high dex people.
Yeah.
Well, we saw how your dex was earlier.
I'm also not, proficient in either athletics or acrobatics.
Yep. Yep.
I need that.
Lizard problems.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We're gonna use yeah, I can easily make that. Range is 50 meters, which is
Okay.
somebody math for me.
Oh god, that's not me.
Let's
Damn.
see.
14 meters is that measurement.
Yeah,
Yes.
every square is 2
You're
meters.
well within.
2? Okay, yeah. So we are gonna use Neural Shock.
Oh gosh, okay. Flash of ion laser. The organic creature. I can't talk. Which makes a charisma saving throw. And a failed save creature has disadvantage on melee and ranged attack rolls. And can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Okay. Okay, give me just a second.
And my DC is 15.
It is 15. Okay, so that is a charisma. Oh, what's your charisma?
I'm hoping not great.
Okay. Cool. Okay, give me a second. Need to think on this. I have to math a little. So I rolled an 18 for a 14.
That does not make it.
Okay.
I kind of figured it isn't the prettiest thing on the planet,
No,
so
it's not. That's his dump stat. Yep. Okay, go ahead and yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah. So the creature will have disadvantage and cannot take reactions. Do you want to do anything else?
Ew, that's all I can do, sadly.
Okay.
I
Next
call that
up-
worthwhile, though.
Yeah, it was. Wheatley.
Funny how that works. Wheatley is just gonna let loose a barrage out of the pulse cannon.
Okay.
Just gonna double check something with him quickly.
No problem. Yeah, it's technically our first battle, so yeah. We don't count the clicks in.
Okay, he doesn't have burst fire or anything. Good
It
enough.
doesn't. Okay.
So pulse cannon barrage for a 18.
18 does hit it.
Cool. For 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay. What type of damage was it?
That is radiant.
Radiant? Okay. Dresscar, who is currently invisible.
We're actually gonna hold my turn until it moves.
Okay.
Until it attacks one of them.
Till it attacks? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm
So we'll delay your turn?
I'm delaying my whole turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, Vera.
Well, I was really hoping that we could get some surprise attacks in, but somebody, Krogan, ruined that for us. Why did we bring the Krogan along again?
You weren't the only one.
We have like a half stealth, or I think everyone's stealthy but the Krogan, and I mean just tactics.
Look, if it was a sleeping humanoid, he'd be fine obliterating with a shotgun in its sleep. But he actually has respect for animals.
Okay. That's fair. That's
If
fair.
it's a sleeping anything, you shoot it and call it.
So you do the same for a Thresher Maw.
Yeah,
Alright.
a sleeping thresher maw is not a challenge.
Might be.
We're not here for a challenge. We're here for a job. Damn it.
Then you should have
For a
followed my
Krogan, it's
cave
the
in
same
advice.
damn thing.
So, Vera is going to let's see, 8, move to there,
Okay.
raise her Vindicator, and hopefully shoot it right in the face.
Okay. Give me that roll.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
18 just hits it.
Just hits it. Okay. So that will be. Ooh, that is good damage. That's 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
And let's see, how much movement did I use? 8. So we'll use more movement to go right over here and end her turn.
Okay. Okay. The Noserrog's turn. Let's see here. Sora Cloud Jr., thank you so much for that follow. Welcome. Okay, so if I remember correctly, you can technically. Where was that spell?
I'm sorry, did you
Oh, it has
say
disadvantage.
spell?
Okay. Sorry, I meant what Raven did earlier to it.
Oh.
Sorry.
Little do we know it can channel plasma bolts between its horns.
Okay. So yes, losing sight of Vera and hearing this sound over and over, it's gonna go ahead and charge at Brockus. So, Brockus, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
And I can make that at advantage because I have danger sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
everything it does is
prob-
basically a disadvantage. Right
Oh,
now.
I apologize. It is a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw.
Yeah. You would think it'd be dex, but no, it's strength.
Am I proficient in strength saving throws?
I would be surprised if you weren't.
Let me see here.
I
That
mean,
would be
you
the
would make
class,
sense,
right?
Vera, because you're a soldier. You're essentially a fighter class, while he's more of a...
He's a Vanguard, right?
I'm a
Yes.
barbarian.
So your saves should be strength,
Strength and wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you tell me, it's on the character sheet.
So it's a strength saving throw.
Yes.
That'll be 15.
15 fails. Okay, so it's going to charge at you. I didn't adjust this, so I'm not going to do the full thing. Because I don't want you all to die. Oh, well, yes, you do. Hold on.
It's okay if you want to hit the Krogan a little harder than the rest of us. He does need to be taught a lesson.
After what he just did.
You don't think this is just inspiration?
No. Okay. So you're gonna take the full brunt of this damage and be knocked back, which technically it would just slam you into the wall. So you just catch yourself. So it comes right here, charging you. That is 18 bludgeoning damage. and it's gonna go ahead and.
Does that go through the shields?
It does because it's a melee attack.
Okay.
Technically, the charges. And then it's gonna use its gore attack at disadvantage. Because regardless of you being pinned, it's that spell. Oh, you are so lucky. I'm pretty sure. Where is it? Why are these stats like all over the place? 14 hits you.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I rolled
Because I
low.
had that right, shield up.
Yeah, you do. Alright. Alright, so you are semi-pinned, or backed into a corner with just one little opening, with this creature that just charged in and smacked you with its horn. And you saw it rear up and try to trample you, but you kind of roll quickly out of the way real quick, as it tries to stomp on top of you. Escalia, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome. All the love in chat.
I would like to have my my initiative go off now.
Okay, yeah, that's right, because you said when they attacks or moves. Technically did both. So, go ahead and do your thing.
So it's currently standing.
It is, yes. And I'm
this-
sorry, Brockus, you are prone.
For now.
For now.
I know this sounds weird, but does it have clearance under it, like between ground and belly?
It does, yes. Not to, like, stand, but you could tuck and roll under it.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do to try to slash at its underbelly.
Okay.
Maybe even at the back of its legs or something to
Okay.
try to do something extra. I don't know.
Go ahead and roll.
So my first attack should be at advantage because I am invisible.
Yes. So you get
And-
sneak attack on top of that.
Well, I'd get sneak attack from Brockus being right
Well,
there
that too.
anyways. But basically I'm going to run, tuck and roll under it, and come out the other side.
Violet Rain,
slash-
thank you so much for that follow. Okay, go ahead and
slashing
attack.
the leg up. Remember my modifiers. And this is the first time you guys see Dressguard pull out 2 monomolecular blades.
Okay. Anyone finds Zoro's bloodlust as a DM terrifying and cute? I kill so well. Don't ever want to make that face again. All right, what's the roll?
But I'm wondering why it doesn't have the extra add-ons there.
Isn't it a +2 for dual wielding? I could be wrong.
No, one of them has the mod on it. This is why I write it all in the other thing.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just do your dex and proficiency then, and then just make the adjustment later.
Bone strike is +1 on damage. Okay, so
Okay.
it's not the plus.
This is
one
just see if
to
you hit it first.
Attack. Yeah, I know. If I had a +1 to attack, then that gets calculated into it.
I know.
So, okay. So, anyways, that's going to be a 21.
21 will hit it. We got there.
Where's its sneak attack?
And this is all slashing or piercing damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't save any of the updates I did last.
Okay.
So, we're level 4, correct?
Yes, we are.
That's going to be 20 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start with the other
Okay.
monomolecular blade.
All right, go ahead and make another attack.
This one is not at advantage. But it is a 19.
19 will hit it.
This one does not.
And then Brock is flat on your back. You suddenly see Dresscar underneath its belly.
And that's
Just pop
going to
into
be
view.
that's going to be 8 slashing damage.
8 slashing? Okay. So you kind of tuck and roll under its belly, and you just kind of stab into him twice. And you notice that there is some resistance in his skin, and you feel like not everything went through. You realize it's got some pretty hardy skin. Okay, Athelia. Oh, do you still? I think you still have. Did you have enough movement to roll out if you wanted to?
Not going to.
No. Okay. All right, Athelia.
Yeah, I'm going to start with activating my barrier.
Okay.
That's my bonus action. That's my action.
You're a little low, hon.
No, let's not do that. Zoom likes to be picky. It's
Yeah, it's all
The
good.
distortion.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast Dark Channel as my action.
Okay.
So I need to make a spell attack.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. See if you hit it first.
That was a natural 20 for 26.
Nice. That definitely hits.
Take it.
Okay, on hit, you plague the target with persistent damage, biotic fill. The creature is prime necrotic and takes 1d6 necrotic damage and 1d6 necrotic damage at the start of your turn while you maintain the spell. Okay, so it's concentration.
Yep, so it's going to get 5 points necrotic damage.
Okay.
I'm really doing it for the advancement feature later on.
Okay, no problem.
I'm more so tucked in my little hidey hole here. So.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, you've got great range.
I don't think I have a spell that's under 90 feet.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Except for maybe the shockwave.
Yeah,
Because that's like your...
30 feet, whatever.
Yeah, it's your 30 feet.
Okay, Brockus, you are prone on the ground. You just saw Dressguard just kind of come out of nowhere. Slash, stay there as this creature is just hovering over you.
And he smiles up to the creature. And he's like, "Oh, you are just glorious." And he kind of slowly starts lifting him up. Right as he's up to his knee, he kind of brings the shield up and begins to shimmer a bit, and then he uses charge to launch himself right into it.
Okay.
And what he's going to do is I'm going to use the Biotic Bull Rush ability
Okay.
to gain a +5, which allows me to I can either make a bonus action shove or make one weapon attack against the target with a +5 damage to the attack damage to the attack's roll.
Okay.
And I will be using that with 0 sum, which will, instead of rolling, I flip a coin, and
Yeah,
if it's heads,
that's
I
right.
crit.
Okay.
So
If I remember correctly, though, there's a chance where
yeah, if it
Is it-
fails, it's a critical fail.
that's right. Yeah.
All right, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw to begin with because
Okay.
I'm using the charge.
Okay. That is a 16.
The 16, okay, so it will save, so it won't take damage from that.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. I flipped the coin and it landed on its side. I'm not sure what that means.
That's hilarious. That's great.
Is that
It's
uber
like,
crit where it's just a
nah.
one-shot kill?
That's it going like, "Meh,
Oh,
I'm not feeling it today. It's like an 8-ball. It's like, try again later.
yeah. Insult later. Okay, so I got the Kraken, so I got the head.
Awesome.
So that's the
So it's a crit.
yeah, that's for the shield smack.
Okay.
Are we doing brutal critical or is it just
No, I'm
Okay.
doing the traditional where you roll and double the die.
Okay.
Including
Double the die and the ability modifier?
double the die, not the ability modifier, but you do double anything extra that would come into it. For instance, like the sneak attack and poison
Not-
damage or
no.
whatever else you have on top.
But this is a chunk of metal I use as protection. It's just a shield.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be so I double the die,
Yes.
not the ability modifier.
Right.
17 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
because it was 714 plus 3.
Oh god, I have to math.
Yeah, that's right.
Shit. My brain just shut down. Half of 17. 9?
8.
10.
If
8.
you round down, it's 8.
Thank you.
Um
Math is not my strong suit. Anyway.
and
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to try to write it.
You're gonna try to write it. Okay.
Try to write it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it.
That is
I'm
an
gonna
image right there.
jump on its back.
Yeah. Okay. It's quite large. So, go ahead and make an acrobatics as you try to maneuver your way around this creature and climb up on it.
Would I be able to use athletics just for like brute strengthening myself up its height?
I'll allow it, yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to climb.
Natural 20 for 25.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you're able to maneuver your way around it and pull yourself up using its horn to kind of get yourself all the way up and kind of turn to the side and grab on its spikes and try to pull yourself up. And thankfully with that nat 20, you don't like scrape yourself against these spikes. However, since it took you half movement to get up, you don't get all the way on top of him, but you're holding on. And you've got a nice grip on him right now on his side, just like on the side of his neck almost.
Okay, so because I'm gripping, I'm gonna have to leave the riot shield behind on the ground
Okay.
because you can't carry a riot shield as
I was just gonna say if you dropped it or put it back, whatever. I think we already assumed it's like a. We did say that it was
Oh, okay,
collapsible
yeah.
to kind of have it. But I mean, it's sci-fi. It would fold out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Why not?
Then if it's collapsible, I'm not gonna toss it.
It would just look like a almost like a small metal shield that when you open it up, it expands and
Just
everything.
Captain
So, yeah.
America it on my back.
Exactly.
All the
yeah.
weapons in Mass Effect are collapsible anyway, so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. And yeah, they've got like the metal whatever thing
Mm-hmm.
almost looks like a backpack, so your weapons, they actually brought logic as to why your weapons stick on your back.
The funny thing is if you read charge, I can technically throw my shield and then use charge to cover long distances with said shield.
Oh god. That's bad.
Captain America.
Captain America. Okay.
Krogan style.
All right.
Shield throws me.
So yeah, so while you're moving, you're just kind of like tucking it back while you kind of grip yourself off to the side and then grab on with both. So you're good now. Okay, Jamar, back up to you. Muted.
Muted.
Well, now he's close. So moved there.
And you see your friend just hanging on the side of it.
Good job, Brockus.
Having a
You
grand
wrangle
old time.
that.
Let's see. I mean, not actually. I know there's a way to do that. There we go.
As much as I'd like to do that, with Brockus holding on to it, it seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Ignite is not something I want to do while Brockus is holding on.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but with Inferno grenades.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
it's
like,
okay.
you
I'm
know-
ready to fire.
And to be honest, because of how massive this creature is, no one really notices, except Brockus, that Dreskar's still underneath it.
Yeah, Inferno Grenade might be bad? Question mark?
I came up I came out the other side.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want to move.
I'm not moving away from it. But
Oh,
I,
I
came
see
out
what
the
you
other
mean.
Side.
Okay, I'll move you back.
I'm not.
Sorry.
I'm not directly under it going.
Got
"Oh,
it.
crap."
I hope
You
it
know,
does-
let's see if
I was
we
gonna
can-
have it pee on you if it crit failed.
I
Let's
mean,
see if we can stagger this thing a little bit. I'm gonna aim for the side of its head and see if we can
Okay.
make it flinch a little.
Jester's
Alright,
been
I like
glitter
it.
bombed. Why don't we just fireball him now? We'll get rid of the glitter.
Not
Yeah, right.
excellent. That's a 10.
10. No, unfortunately, you miss. As massive this is, you kind of overthought. Like, should I hit my friend? Should I? And you just overthought it. And
It's like, I'm gonna.
Overshot.
Oh, that's bad. I don't want to light him on fire.
yeah. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Okay. Wheelie.
How high is the roof in here?
It's pretty big. It's a bit dark, so you can't really tell, but you can, from what you can see with your flashlight when you look up, it's at least 30 feet, if not higher.
Wheatley is going straight up to the roof
Okay.
and then firing down.
Okay. Wheatley's the MVP of this group, I'm just saying. In past
Not with
battles.
that roll. That's a 13.
Oh no, unfortunately it does not. It goes high, and then while it's trying to adjust itself, because that's as high as it can see in the darkness, it just kind of looks around and just misfires without even thinking, and unfortunately does not hit the creature. Dreskar.
What do you want?
I don't know, you tell me. You can stand there. You can pet the thing if you want. You are not
Did it-
obligated to fight.
Give it some belly scratches.
Did it feel like it was resistant because I was slashing at it?
You get the sense, yeah. You when you tried to dig into it, you felt some resistance as far as like this is pretty tough hide.
It doesn't seem like it's just resistant all around. Would I have any
You're not
indication of that?
100% sure. From what you were able to witness, it seemed like it took a bit more damage from like Athelia stuff, but as far as everyone else so far, seemed to be pretty durable.
Okay. For now, I'll stick with stabby stabby.
Okay. Stabby stab away.
2 attacks.
Okay.
Okay. The lowest of which is going to be dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay.
So you're able to slash for both of them.
I'm just gonna roll all the damage at once.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
The sneak attack does go off. because
Yes, it does.
I'm riding it. Oh,
Yes, it does. I heard that it wasn't in the box.
That's not. 35 points of slashing damage.
You're fine? Okay.
And let's see here. I will. Wait, how do I move over there? I was like over here.
You go wherever you want, bro. You got movement.
I'm going to chance it.
Okay.
I have no idea if this thing has attacks of opportunity.
Technically, everything does.
So yeah, I'm going to chance it and move away. Actually, yeah,
Okay.
I'll have enough movement to get behind that.
Okay. And it is going to try to take a swing at you.
At the moment, I would like to use my reaction to intensify Dark Channel and make it roll a d4 and subtract it from its roll.
Okay. Its overall roll or just the die roll?
When we're
It
rolled
would
for
be
the
the
attack
same.
roll.
The attack roll. Okay.
I mean, it's the same thing in the end.
Okay. D4. That is a 19.
That still hits.
Still hits? Okay.
I tried.
I appreciate it.
It worked because that was a nat 20.
I did something.
Okay. So it's still gonna hit you. You're gonna take 13 bludgeoning damage as it smacks you with its horn as you get away. Okay, Vera.
I think it's time to change up our weapon a bit here.
Okay.
I'm going to put my Vindicator away and pull out my Viper,
Okay.
which I can do as a free action because of my tactical holsters.
Okay.
Then I will take a step out, aim the gun at this thing, then use my bonus action to switch the ammo, switch it over to cryo ammo.
Nice. Okay.
Then we're gonna double tap.
That one you're gonna have to keep track of.
Yeah,
Specialty ammo.
got that. Thankfully, on the Viper, it's a mod for the gun itself. It's
Nice.
just a bonus action to switch back and forth. But,
Perfect. And we did
Viper-
establish it is 10 per clip. So
For the Viper, I thought the Viper was listed as
no,
6.
your specialty damage
Oh,
when you find it, when you get a clip of
yes,
specialty
that's right.
damage,
Okay.
it's 10 per clip.
gotcha.
So that's how to keep track of that specialty ammo.
Gotcha.
Is what I meant to say. Sorry.
Okay, so that will be 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Let's go with a D12. 9 cold damage.
Okay.
Its speed is reduced by half, and it is now primed with cold.
Okay. So let's go ahead.
Heads up before they pop in chat.
Oh god, there's really no cold icon. I'll just do blue. Everyone knows cold is blue. Okay.
And the second shot is an 18 to hit.
18 just hits it. As you see, like, its shoulder just started to, like, crack over a little bit with the cold.
It's a bit better. That is 11 cold damage.
Okay. So you go ahead and you shoot it, and you see the cold spots sort of expand a little bit on it, and you can see that it kind of winces a little bit in pain, but it stands strong.
Just because we can,
Action church?
we are, yeah, except it's adrenaline rush in this game. Also, I totally forgot that I had pack tactics, so I'm going to start rolling as I should have.
Oh shit, son!
So
I
we're
don't
going
think
to
you've
double
I don't
tap
think you've
again.
used it that often.
Well, it's been a year.
Also
so
that.
That's okay. I also forgot that one of my spells I hit him with the game gave him disadvantage on his next attack.
Oh,
We're still
whoops.
getting back into the swing.
It's fine. It's been a year. It's fine.
So second round of double taps. That is going to be another 18 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
That will be 12 cold damage.
Okay.
And the next one is a 17 to hit.
17 misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
And you're
I'll
keeping
go
track
back-
of your heats, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Go back into cover there, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay, perfect. All right. So the Noserrog is very annoyed being hit from different angles, including its belly. But it is distracted right now with this Krogan on it that it's going to try to thrash and throw him off. So he is going to do his first attack. Brockus, go ahead and make a we're gonna do an opposing strength.
Opposing strength.
Sorry, strength saving throw.
Opposing strength. Okay. I don't want to let go. Got a
I-
22.
It got a 27.
Fuck him.
Its strength is ridiculous. So it throws around, and you hold on for a moment, and then as soon as it thrashes and swivels, it throws you off. You know what? Just for fun, let's see where you go. Okay. He throws you. Let's see here. 20, 25, 30. Yeah, throws you straight back over there. And you take 3 bludgeoning damage as you slam into the ground as it thrashes you off. Thankfully, you didn't hit a wall.
You were only half a round away from a full 9-second ride there, buddy. I'm sorry.
Of course, say it's probably a good thing in the end as well. When we're doing my
Man,
turn.
okay. To be fair, it's kind of good idea. Probably bucked me off because my plan was to get on its back, blow a hole in it with a shotgun, and then stick an incendiary grenade.
Oh wow!
Right?
You're trying to do the
That'd be
old
cool.
Starship Troopers
Yeah.
maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to Rico it.
Okay, and it's gonna go ahead and do. Where is it? It's fireworks. Thank you so much for that follow. Yeah, it can move and do its next attack real quick. He's gonna go ahead over here. Yep, that's a good spot. He can still reach you from there. He's gonna go ahead and do his other attack. Ooh, that actually might not hit. 15.
15. Wait, against me?
Yes.
15 does hit because I don't have the shield. I only have
right.
a 14 armor class.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, Vanguards don't get wisdom as their bonus armor,
Darn it. Okay.
like barbarians do.
Okay, you get 15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Oh, gee, thanks, barrier, for stopping too. So that's what, 13?
Barrier because it's 5, right?
No, barrier stops a D8.
Oh, yes. Okay. So yeah, you minus whatever that is.
Yeah, so I get 13 here.
Okay. All right. And you get a good sense that with that huge horn, it doesn't need to be close to you to hit you. All right. That's all it can do, Athelia. You just saw your friend get bucked off, and then this thing is pissed at Brockus, you can tell.
Do I have any idea that the other two are hiding behind this rock formation?
Go ahead and make a perception check. We'll see if you were paying attention. Actually, you know what? Hold on.
Well, that was a natural 1 on the perception check, so I doubt I know. anything.
Actually, no, they're out of your flashlight range. So
Okay.
you actually would not have been able to see them.
That
So
changes
never
that.
mind.
Changes what I'm going to do, since I don't know that they're there. And since it moved away, I'm going to cast Lance on it, because I can
Okay.
still reach that from where I'm at.
Okay.
Which then, after it's done going off, will detonate the prime condition on it, which is why I was asking if I knew they were there.
Got it. So it does the. You know what? I need to pull that back up on the prime.
So-
what each prime does. 'Cause
I
know
have
it's
it right
different.
here.
Oh, you do?
Pop it in
Okay.
the chat. Yeah.
Because I know I have that list.
So Lance make a ranged spell attack on the target. That is 17 to hit.
17 misses, unfortunately.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It does. Yes.
Well, I guess everyone's lucky because then I can't detonate it.
Yeah.
Because it's a 10-foot wide blast of cold.
Yes. I actually just pulled it up because I forgot that each one of them does something different. So.
Would
Yeah.
have kind of been hilarious if it did go off, though.
Yeah.
Which worries me because I have a spell biotic slash that if I hit causes detonation.
Oh yeah, it would have hit everyone over here. If it's 10 foot.
It would have. Which
Yeah.
is why I asked if I knew they were there. Because if I knew
Yep,
they were there, I
no.
wouldn't have done it.
You technically know Brockus is in that area because you saw him get thrown before it went out of your range.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't know about the other two.
I will move to here, though.
Okay.
Kind of try to tuck myself behind this little
Okay.
rock formation
And the
here.
other two are hiding, and it's quite large, so you actually can't really see anyone behind it. They've got like cover from you.
Presume. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to be like tucked in this corner, but
Yeah.
I can't really put my icon there. So
Yep. Okay. Perfect. All right, Brockus, you are prone again.
I'm getting real tired of
Oh,
this.
I'm sorry. I meant to give it some proc damage.
Oh, yeah.
6 necrotic from
6?
Dark Channel.
Perfect. That's right. That's concentration.
All
Okay.
right. Rockus is going to get up, and as a bonus action, he's going to kick off another barrier.
Okay.
And then, seeing as how this thing is using its horn, he's gonna use his shotgun.
Okay. And
So-
shotgun's two-handed, isn't it?
Shotgun's two-handed. So
That's
I'm
right.
not-
Okay.
I'm
I just
still
want
not
to see if
using
your
the
shield was out or not. Okay.
I'm not using the shield.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack.
Let's see, do I have anything to add on to this? I have Carnage, which allows me to roll 1s and 2s
Nice.
on the die rolls. So yeah, just one shotgun blast. That is going to be a 23.
23 will hit.
Okay, so that is going to be. It's going to be 9 points of piercing.
Okay. Okay. And as you do a shotgun
I
blast
have one shot.
on the
Okay.
shotguns, are they only one shot?
No, I think I only have one attack. Is what I mean.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you don't get your extra attack until
I don't even think I get extra attacks.
next level, you know?
Oh yeah, level
I think
5
you
I get
do.
an extra attack.
Yeah.
Level 5.
Because I'm playing a Vanguard in a one shot, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I got an extra attack in that one. Okay, so as you do your shotgun blast at its horn, you see that it nicks the horn, but it doesn't do a lot of damage.
I wasn't aiming for the horn.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I'm going for body shots.
Oh. Still doesn't do quite as much, but it doesn't quite nick it.
I'm not trying not to damage the horn because the horn's going to be a mantelpiece.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Are we putting it on the front of the ship?
I don't know. Your rooms are big enough. You could just mount it.
Yeah, it's just no. It's gonna be mounted in the kitchen.
There you go. All right. Did you want to do any moves or anything, or you just want to stay there?
Actually, you know what? He's gonna stay there and keep its attention because he notices that Vera and Dreskar are off to the side.
Okay. Yeah.
He's gonna stand there and he's still gonna take the brunt.
Okay. So really quick, just because we have about an hour left, let's go ahead and let's take our last break before we finish this. Yeah, okay, yeah, I just want to make sure Jamar was at the top of the turn so we didn't do it like halfway. So we'll come back with Jamar at the top of the turn. So don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back. Get up, stretch, refresh yourself with some drinks and snacks and whatever else you need to do, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we are back. All right, so we are fighting the Noserrog. We are back at the top of the order with Jamar. Go ahead and fire it up, baby.
I don't know how to do this. You know what? We're gonna crack salvo.
Okay. So,
Um.
magic missile.
Yep.
Okay. Go
What
ahead
do I get
and
at this
do... Do you have to do a range? Nope,
3.
it just automatically does. Okay, cool, yeah.
point? Magic missile. There's
Yep.
a reason.
That's right. That's right. You don't need to rolling for chumps.
Ooh, that's not bad. 5, 4, 9, and 11 damage.
Okay. So, you release these 3 plasma darts, and you just see them all pierce this creature's hide, and it looks like it's twitching, like it was annoyed by it, as it takes all that damage. Anything else you want to
That is going to be... I'm going to move a little more.
Okay.
That's going to be it for me.
do? Okay. And I'm pretty sure, but I just have to check. Yeah, you can see it. Cool. Okay. All right. Next up, Wheatley. He's still up in the
Wheatley's
air.
being like a spotlight on this thing at the moment.
A little bit, yeah.
It's like, right there. Right there. Come on. Almost a crit.
Aww. Wheatley.
24 to hit.
24 will hit.
That's a lot of damage for Wheatley.
Oh, I thought you said 4
13.
damage. I'm like, that sucks.
13
Okay,
damage.
13. Okay, perfect. So he pew-pews into him. Anything else?
Nope. He's just gonna continue being on the roof and being a spotlight.
Okay, sounds good. Dress guard. You're muted. Oh, never mind.
Let's see here. Well, apparently I haven't swapped out my abilities since the last actual fight.
I told y'all, you best be
Terry.
ready.
Well,
I nagged you.
Little target paint him.
Okay.
And hopefully this time it works, unlike last time.
Okay.
I've got the advanced long scan option.
Okay, so let's see. Until the end of your next turn, any creature in the area, the spell is highlighted.
He needs to make a dex save, otherwise
Any attack
everybody's
roll?
gonna have advantage on him for next minute.
So it's like color spray almost, or fairy fire, or whatever. Just lights them up.
Pretty much.
Okay, dex save. Pull the dex. That's a 13.
I hate him.
Oh. What was the DC?
13.
Sorry. His dex is not even that high. Okay.
One day this will work for you. One day.
One day.
So you just kind of like throw it on him and he just shakes it off. No effect.
Yeah, basically. I'm going to, because that's my action. I can't do anything
Yeah.
else, really. So I'm going to move over towards here.
Okay. Okay, and you can still see him. Okay, perfect. Vera.
So how's Bronchus looking? Is he looking rough, or
How is Brockus looking?
he's lost his voice? That's
Oh
it.
god! He got punched so hard in the throat he can't speak!
About half.
Oh, okay, you're fine.
Oh, that's right,
Clover.
your actual healer's not here. Designated healer.
So I am going to begin to move away. And if
Okay.
it looks like he's gonna go for an attack on me as I'm moving away, I'll use my reaction.
You
Do
know
a
what?
thing.
Brockus has had it pretty pissed off. Let me actually roll for that. Let's see if it would.
I was gonna say, does it notice anyone else?
Well, she's
Or is
got
it
about
just
half cover from this angle, and he is within her reach. Or,
Is it just blaming
Yeah.
Brackus for everything?
no, it's actually gonna ignore you.
Okay, wonderful. So I will then use my movement to go. Let's see.
Well, everyone else, like, half this fight, people have been, like, in cover, so we can't see, so... You're kind of out there, buddy, sorry.
I'll use my movement to go up there.
Okay.
I will holster my Viper. Instead, point my wrist towards this thing and fire my ballistic blades at it.
Okay.
That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 will hit. Get him in the butt.
2d12 right in the butt.
Nice.
Ooh, that is nice. That is extremely nice. That's going to be
I love it when you see high numbers on a d12. It's just so satisfying.
21 piercing damage.
Those are nice.
Dang, nice. Very nice.
And I think keeping up with that momentum, we're going to use a new toy.
Ooh. Go on.
So Vera is going to bring up her Omni tool, press a few buttons as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then an almost imperceptible compartment in the shoulder part of her armor opens up. A little
Oh.
mechanism pops out and fires 3 little ballistic missiles at this thing.
Oh, you're
She fires
Mando.
Her Hawk missile launcher, which automatically hits,
Oh, this is all
And-
frickin' you guys with the damn magic missiles. All right.
and does 3d6 thunder damage.
Oh shit. Okay, roll 3d6. Damn.
That's good. I'm doing good damage here, guys. That's gonna be 14 thunder damage.
Dang. You're starting to see it looks a little rough. You're starting to see some blood trickle down a bit.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Noserrog's turn. You know what? I'm gonna do another roll real quick. Yep, nope, he's gonna stay on you, Brockus. Sorry, buddy. He's gonna go ahead and use
That's the
his-
plan.
I mean, yeah, no, doing a good job. Alright, he's gonna do a gore attack on you.
As he goes to use his attack, I'm going to react and make him roll a d4 to subtract.
Can he make a gore attack if he doesn't move? Because normally
Oh.
gores are charge attacks.
Sorry. There you go. Now you can.
So
What are
I'll
you
still
doing?
use that. I'm going to use my reaction to cripple him and make him roll a d4 against it.
Can you stop canceling out my nat 20s?
No.
No, that's the point of
that's
this.
a good thing. I mean, no matter what you roll, you're still gonna hit me.
18.
That's still gonna hit.
Yeah, but it's
One
not
of
going
my
to be double.
beautiful friggin' nat
It's
20s.
not gonna be a crit.
This
I mean,
game
that was the
always
point of
seems
getting us
to
on.
get a lot of nat 20s and a lot of nat 1s.
It does.
Someone needs to keep a record.
I
I
did
did-
for a while.
I did roll kind of high though, so. That is 20 bludgeoning damage.
See here. Thankfully, I put that barrier up. Not that it does any good.
I knocked down the die too because this guy was pretty beefy with this attack, so I'm like, I'm gonna knock this down.
So how much? 20 you said?
20.
Where is? Okay. That's nice.
And it is melee, so technically it doesn't go through shields, but except
Yeah,
barrier.
Melee goes
Yeah.
through shields.
Yeah. When you use your barrier ticks, though, it still counts the D8, whatever.
It reduces it by
Yeah.
D8, but I've been rolling like crap.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry.
I rolled a 3 this time.
Oh. Alrighty. And it's gonna go ahead and try to rear up again and try to trample you. Oh, you have to do it, right? Make a
The strength save.
yes.
That is going to be an 8.
Oh, right. So yeah. So you are knocked prone, and you take all this damage. What is it? Okay.
Would danger sense have gone off with that roll?
No,
It's
danger
dex.
sense is dex only.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Caduceus appeared for a moment. Do I get free healing?
Okay, hold on. I gotta find all of them.
I don't like that I have to find all of them.
No, it doesn't bring comfort, right?
This thing's a beast.
Here, let me find the implements of your murder.
That is 17 bludgeoning damage.
All right. I'm
Rolled
still up.
semi-decent. Okay.
Still up, but barely. I have
Okay.
A whole whopping 2.
And he is no longer primed. Ah! Go away, things. Okay. Athelia.
First, let's 5 necrotic damage from Dark Channel.
Okay.
Persistent damage.
Okay.
Then actually this one. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with Reeve again.
Okay. So go ahead and do your ranged spell attack.
So this one hits. Ooh, that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay, that will hit.
Oh,
And it's
14.
primed
I like it.
necrotic. And you're going to use the advanced right away?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a 13 necrotic start,
Okay.
and then prime necrotics go off for another 4 necrotic damage, and it needs to make a con save.
Okay. Yeah, that'll totally save. That was a 19 on the die plus
Yeah,
a fuck ton. Okay.
just hoping it rolls low enough.
Yep, that's fair.
Crap roll will do it for me.
Yeah. Okay. Did you want to do any movements or you just want to stay right there?
I'll stay here.
Okay.
Kind of still tucked behind, trying to hide behind this.
You are laying on your back. Again.
Again.
You're spending half your time on your back, buddy. It's not good. Vera's loving it, but it's not good.
The using a Medi-Gel is free action, right?
Medi-Gel's a free action when it's on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got a basic bitch Medi-Gel I can use.
Ash is weeping quietly.
I am.
All right, that's gonna give me 7 HP.
Okay.
Brings me up to 9.
Okay.
So now that everyone is clear, Brock is gonna shoot with a shotgun.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot. Did you stand up?
Well, yeah.
Okay. You can be on the ground, just have fun, whatever. You do
Well,
you, bro.
Probably not the best thing. Okay, so that's gonna be. That's a +6. That's not gonna hit the 10.
No, unfortunately it's not.
Question. How
Answer.
high is this pillar?
You cannot see.
I see.
It goes pretty high up. Seems climbable. Eh?
Trying to think here. Me. I just think as a bonus action, he's going to activate the last of his barriers.
Okay. All right, and that's just a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jamar. This guy's looking pretty rough. And starting to breathe pretty heavy. Thank God for helmets,
Let's
otherwise
give
y'all
it
gonna need to
another
make con
burst
saves.
from the M9.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
12 damage. From
12,
me.
okay. All right.
And Wheatley's turn.
Okay.
23 to hit,
That hits.
and 9 damage to go with it.
Okay. Alrighty. Dresscar. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
In the bone pit.
In the bone pit. Yeah.
Where I belong. Guess I'm just gonna
You can just see its outline from where you are.
I'm gonna go back to good old faithful. Sniper rifle. Would you allow, since I only used my action movement last turn and kind of forgot about this, to have used my bonus action last turn to switch my sniper rifle to cryo?
Because it's already been a full round, unfortunately, no.
Sure, no problem. Okay, well then I'm just gonna go straight up damage.
Okay.
Um,
Just keep dragging your heat.
taking 2 shots.
Remember to reload a clip, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, this gun's got
It's
6
for everybody.
though,
Oh,
so-
I was just letting everyone know. I know a lot of pistols and I think assault rifles don't really... They can pack a lot of heat before you have to switch.
The lowest is 18.
18 just hits. I'd say technically you get sneak attack, even though you can't see your friend there.
So,
It's a lot of counting.
because I don't get my dex bonus to damage on the second shot. 36 points of damage.
36 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this thing is staggering. It's breathing even harder. It's kind of getting some drool and just gunk on you, Brockus, from just breathing heavily. You can see this thing is just trying to do its best to stand up tall.
I think Brockus is like kind of mimicking that as well.
It's just like, I got this. Okay, anything else?
I'll just use a little bit
You have
of
movement.
Yeah, I'll just use a little bit of movement to. Nope. Actually, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right, Vera.
So, just because she likes to get a jab in on Brockus at every available opportunity,
Oh no.
she's going to use her bonus action and call out to him, "Come on, get your shit together, Brockus. We don't have time for this." As she uses her squad leader ability to know just what to say in a tight situation.
Oh Jesus.
And
You can inspire
everybody,
allies.
everybody that heard that can roll a hit die to recover some hit points
What
immediately.
the fuck? Allies immediately recover from charmed, frightened, incapacitated, paralyzed, poisoned, prone, restrained, and stunned?
Yeah,
That is
it's,
awesome.
it's awesome, but it's only once per long rest.
That's
That makes sense.
amazing. That's awesome.
See, now I'm
Somebody
down
grab
one.
that for Tuesdays.
I felt like it was a good trade, giving up a full ASI for that ability. It's pretty awesome.
That's a feat. Oh my
Yeah.
god. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's really cool.
So I poke fun
So
at
does
Brockus
everyone-
and he gets recovered from it.
So
Totally-
everyone rolls a hit die individually, this sounds
Yeah,
like. Yeah.
Anyone that is in earshot of it and is low or down any HP can roll a hit die if they choose to.
Which is everyone. You're in a big open area. It echoes.
More
But
choose
you
to, but I
cannot
only need
go
1
above your
HP, so I'm not
maximum?
gonna roll.
Correct. Yeah.
Can't go
it,
above
it-
your maximum.
It doesn't give you temp. It doesn't go above your max. It's just if you're down, you can recover.
Don't forget to add your con. Or no, is it just yeah.
Yep.
Always.
Yep. I don't know why I second guessed
And-
myself.
This thing is looking real rough,
Yep.
so we're gonna pull out the Viper again and do
Okay.
that double tap. See if we can take it down.
Okay.
And where is Brockus? Oh, good, he's in range, so I get back down.
I thought he was gonna shoot me for a second.
Well, I mean, if it goes down on the first
about it.
shot, I've got another.
Just push you out of your misery. At least got
That's
a-
going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Here just wants
On
to drive the
Brockus.
Mako.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, on Brockus? Yeah, that hits.
That will be minimum damage.
Okay.
That would be 5 cold damage.
5. Okay. He's still up.
Number 2, that's a little bit better. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. That hits.
And that's a little bit better on the damage as well. That is 15 cold damage.
How do you want to do this?
I would like to. If I was really mean, I'd try and damage the horn. But I'm not.
Its back is to you, so you'd be able to get the top part of the horn from what you can
Hey,
see.
I can move before that second shot. I think Vera, she's efficient. She's gonna look for like a spot on the back of its head or something, and just unceremoniously put it down.
Okay. So as you go ahead and take your first shot and you hit it, you can see it just staggering like it's trying to keep itself up, giving you the indication that you just need one more shot. And as you pull that trigger, you shoot it just square right on the brunt of its neck, right where it meets its head. And you just see its skin just burst open and come out the other side as it just slumps forward. Because it's in between tight space, it slumps forward, pinning Brockus.
And my Viper makes a horrible hissing noise as the heat vents open up as I run out that heat clip.
So is he like hitting me on the ground?
Yes, his head is basically kind of pinning you.
Brockus just kind of lays there and just kind of taps it on the side of the head. A good fight.
You guys are out of combat.
Brockus wiggle out.
With some help. The head's the head itself is not too terribly heavy. It's the horn that weighs it down.
I'll go help Brockus, but first I'm just gonna stand here for a moment as I let the heat dissipate on my rifle and slowly fold it back up and
he's
put
just-
it away.
Just laying there, looking up the ceiling, catching his breath.
And eventually I go over there and help.
Okay.
And as soon as he's pulled out,
Okay.
he kind of clasps Vera on the shoulder, and then reaches over and like runs his hand in the blood, and kind of just splats it on her face and just like runs it down, and then gives her like a swift headbutt.
As soon as he does that, Vera, you notice this. It's hard for you to see even out of your helmet as blood just smears across the mask on your helmet.
And then there's a swift headbutt after that.
I'm just not even gonna engage.
Trophy of your first kill.
It was a job, Rockus. It was just a job.
No. It was a hunt and a fight against a mighty beast. And your bullet took it down.
Would have taken it down a lot quicker if someone didn't wake it up. Just putting that out there.
Had to be woken up.
Well, at least we're all in one piece. You're in one piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
You took a lot of hits there, Rockus. Are you sure you're in one piece?
Had worse. Hurt like hell, but I had worse.
What about everyone else? Is everyone else okay?
Absolutely fine back here.
Yeah. You need any Medi-Gel? Rockus?
Mm,
Got a few.
that would be appreciated. Because he's gonna like turn around and slowly start to work on getting that horn free.
So while he does that, I'm going
Okay.
to essential oils.
Okay.
Medi-Gel on him.
That's true. That's
Face
true.
essential oils.
It's funny because I think technically in the game, Medi-Gel is more of like a syringe, but when you hear the word gel, you're just like, lather yourself up, baby. Feel the healing lotion.
I'm not going to use the enhanced one because
Okay.
I want to save that.
Because he's
That'll be
not
a
worth it,
total
I get it.
8 hit points back.
Okay.
Do you need a second one? I have more.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Because right now I'm only at 22.
Or max that out at another 10.
Okay.
Nice.
I have one more of the base if you want that still.
I'm fine now. I'm 32.
Okay.
Okay.
Duskar's gonna take a moment to look around the cave and see if there's anything of note.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation. And Rockus, go ahead and roll me a percentile.
Percentile, you said?
Mm-hmm.
93.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, it will take you some time because this thing is so hefty, but you are able to get pretty much the entire horn off, all in one piece. Obviously, some nicks and chips from previous battles and your battle and whatnot, but otherwise, it's almost perfectly intact.
Right
It's
on.
heavy though. And then, I almost called you Athelia. Dresscar. What'd you get?
Anything.
What?
23.
Oh, 23. Okay. So you look around and you just find more bones. There is definitely shattered armor, shattered weapons. You can't even tell if they were great quality or not. Doesn't matter. They're pretty spent. It's all shattered. However, in the area that you are in right now, you look over and you see a nest with some very large eggs sitting in them. They're just brown, with an even darker, almost black, kind of veins sticking out on the outside, just covering like about half of these eggs.
Probably safe to assume that they're the eggs of this creature.
You could give me a biology, to be sure.
There's no biology skill on
Biology replace. Oh no, it's science. Sorry, science is biology. That replaces nature.
Science. Science is a +5. 21.
Okay. You can safely assume that this is definitely its nest.
I'll, how many eggs are there again?
There are 3.
I'll pick up all 3 eggs and bring them over to the group.
Okay. You would probably need to pick up one at a time. They're pretty heavy. They're pretty big.
Okay, I'll pick up one and bring them over to the group. Or
Okay.
bring it over to the group. Seems this was her nest. There's 2 more back there.
Leave them.
The colony
Most likely
might
won't
have use
survive
for
without
them.
their mother.
No, the colony doesn't get them. Our contract was for that, not the young.
The young aren't going to survive anyways.
You don't know that. That's their tryout.
We could always call the colony, see if they're willing to pay extra for them.
And what? Slaughter a bunch of young? Let them hatch.
Maybe-
Raise
Maybe-
them and use them to help the colony.
Do you honestly think humans have the ability to do that? Or are they
I
going
don't
to call
think
people?
humans have the ability to do a lot of things. But
There you go.
Mel is not here to defend herself.
I have seen their ability to train beasts before.
I'm not sure if I trust the humans to do something like this.
I mean, if they don't want them, then we either leave them here or put them down.
If they don't want them and they find and they have the information they exist, they're going to tell us to kill them.
And if they're
Leave
willing
that
to
on
pay for
them.
that service.
Let's just leave them where they are. At least give them a fighting chance.
This is not a fighting chance.
You'd be surprised what these things can do.
Well, I tend to agree with Dresgar here. I mean, they're kind of trapped in here, what with that spiky pit and everything.
They won't survive on their own.
It,
Not without
that
their mother.
that raises the question: how in the hell did it get? How in the hell did it survive down with that pit?
Good question.
Considering how large it probably was able to just step over it.
Yeah, I mean, if I
Got it.
could jump over it, I'm sure a creature of that size could.
Did we see any sign of footprints or anything outside the cave?
Outside the cave, no. Especially since there was a recent sandstorm. If there were any, it all went away. Because there's a good amount of mud in here, you can see that there were some dry spots where there were some potential footprints here at some point in time.
Did it look like at any point in time this creature has been jumping over the pit?
You see those hooves everywhere in this cave. Including the little section where you guys went down.
If the right start probably could have easily cleared that. But the babies won't. So they're doomed one way or another. We either get more money for them, or I'm not really keen to leave them here to die. They don't need to suffer.
We can relocate them.
So you
Put 'em in
want to
another
try to
cave.
find another one.
Oh, I'm not saying find another one. No.
Adopt?
I mean, those look heavy, and I barely made it over that pit.
Well, I'm sure one of Jamar's little robots there would be able to take them over the pit one by one.
How heavy are the eggs?
They're about 10, 15 pounds. They're just big, if nothing else. They're a little hefty, but they're actually pretty big.
That weight, I could lift them across.
That's why I was saying you wouldn't be able to hold all three. It was not so much the weight; it was they were big. You wouldn't be able to fit the third
Unfortunately,
one.
none of my drones I have with me are equipped.
Your defense drone would be able to carry one egg at a time across that pit if it wanted to. With the strength that you told me it had, it could do it.
It's
the
more
me-
time issue.
Not to mention,
Yeah.
not to mention, will they all fit on the Mako?
They'll fit on the Mako.
And what are we gonna do if they hatch while it's on the Mako?
We can still deliver them. Again, only if the colony wants them. We can call them, and if they don't want them, then we just leave them behind.
Whoever wants to, you can go ahead and make a nature check.
Yep.
If you are proficient, or sorry, not nature, science. If you are proficient in science, do it with advantage.
30-20.
15.
— 16.
16? No, you're not. Jessica, did you do it?
We never
Nope.
rolled, but
Okay.
it was a 7.
Okay. Okay, so all three of you actually, especially Brockus, you guys kind of feel the eggs and they feel warm, but you can tell that the eggs are not ready to hatch at all.
The least we can do is see what they want.
Better
You're gonna
yet,
die one way or another.
we'll make them make the decision in person.
Well, if we call them now, we have the advantage of telling them that they'll get left here and possibly escape to wreak havoc.
The humans are very sentimental.
Very well.
As I'm here cringing as a mother, going like, "Are you getting the babies?"
Right. It was hard for me to say.
I know.
So in that case, lift is a cantrip. I'll move one of the eggs with lift over and over again.
Okay. And you can
Yeah, it
easily do
lasts-
that.
It lasts for 10 minutes, so I'm sure I can
Out,
get it
yeah.
mostly out.
Yeah, you're good.
So I will take one of the eggs. I'll gotta figure out the other two.
Okay.
How big are the eggs?
They're about 3 feet.
Big boys.
They are.
Honestly,
Mama
we
was
could
big.
carry them. We could carry them most of the way if you just lift them over the pit.
This is true.
I mean, I was just going to carry this one over the pit and move the other two.
That'll
Okay,
work.
that works.
Okay.
It's just she's carrying this one the only way she can.
Okay, and then everyone just make a just do like athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, everyone.
21.
21?
Yep.
30, 20.
22.
22? Okay.
24.
Okay.
22.
Okay, those are all excellent. So just because all of you, I was gonna say majority of you, but all of you had great successes, that you are all able to make it back without any issue across that pit. Oh
And I'll
God, Kitty.
obviously set the egg down, move the next egg over, set that one down, move the next egg over, and carry that one out.
Okay. All right. So you guys start to carry the eggs back to the Mako. Whether you decide to put them inside or one of the side compartments, either way they will fit. And did you guys want to do anything else before you head back?
Don't forget your horn, Brockus.
Oh, he has that. He has the horn.
And again, that's
Are you
pretty
all
heavy.
right to drive? Because, again, you took a
I'm-
lot of hits there.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, I don't have a concussion.
That's what someone with a concussion would say.
Rogans don't get concussions.
I
would
don't
be
think
kind
that's
of-
entirely true, but
It'd be very against I mean, how many your entire race has a habit of hitting things with your head.
It's a proud tradition.
Would you even know if you got a concussion? Sounds like they're fairly normal.
Probably not.
Maybe they just always have a concussion.
I was thinking that. I was like, they're always. Oh, that's my secret. I always have a
Scientifically,
concussion.
probably not.
That's my secret cap. I'm always concussed.
Yeah.
He's just gonna get situated in the driver's seat and power the Mako back on.
Okay. So you load everything up, including everyone else. Vera, you look like you're about to say something.
Yeah, I'm as soon as I get in the Mako and we close it up, I'm taking the helmet off so I can actually see.
Yeah. Okay. All
What
right.
do we need to do to secure the eggs?
You guys do have compartments inside and outside of the Mako, as well as spare seats. So if you wanted to just
Or strap them into the seat.
strap them into a seat, you could. You actually could. And you could probably fit 2 per seat because they're pretty big, comfy seats to accommodate all races. Within reason. I don't know about Elkhorn. And you guys are able to drive back. I need one person to give me a percentile.
Sure. Why not? 59.
59. Okay. So you guys travel back. Because it was only just a few minutes while you guys were in here, maybe an hour at absolute most. You still have half a day to get all the way back. Already knowing that it'll take you a day and a half, you guys drive. You had no issues. You avoid that Clixon area from before. Avoid the little gas clouds, the herd of gas clouds. Spend the night and are able to continue forward, and about mid-afternoon is when you guys make it back to the Alliance base.
So we just plan on carrying these into the captain's office?
I think we should. I think that would be hilarious.
Commander.
I am the
Right.
captain.
I will use lift to carry one of them and start heading for Captain Raylan's office.
Okay.
Is there like a little trolley or anything we can load them onto to just push them along, since we're kind of on a deck? Not a
You
deck,
guys
but a
would
dock?
have one in your shiny new ship. You would have a couple of those crates, just like before on Omega. They're like the floaty crates, whatever. So you could grab one. All 3 of them will fit on one if you wanted
There
to
we
do
go.
that. Unless Athelia just wants to show off, going like, "Come, egg."
Power move.
I mean, you're an Asari. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, it's with my mind, bitches.
So
Okay.
yeah, she is going to carry one.
Okay, so you guys have been to his office before, so you go back to the base and you knock on the door, and Helen opens it up. Oh, well, that was fast. Did it give you any trouble?
Mostly
Nope.
Brockus.
No trouble at all.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
Where do you want the young?
I'm sorry?
Moves the egg forward.
The eggs. It had eggs in its nest.
Oh, it was a female. Oh, actually, this might be good. Come on in. I'll get the commander. Just hold on just a moment. She disappears. About 5 minutes goes by before her and Commander Raylan come back. I'm sorry, eggs? What?
She has
There's
the
more?
egg about
3
at
of
head
them.
level so that he has to look directly at it.
Holy shit, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 of them.
Okay. What about its mom? Dad?
Dead.
Was there a dad?
We don't know about that.
Uh,
Didn't see any giant skeletons, so likely
Okay.
still roaming around somewhere.
okay. Well, to my knowledge, it was just the
There
one.
must have been a father.
Well, yes. It was just the one bothering us, though. But
Some species don't need.
what did you want to do with the eggs?
Oh, they're your problem.
For a fee, of course.
You
Or we can take care of it for
want to have us buy the eggs?
Well, it wasn't part of the original agreement, and we went through all the trouble of bringing them out here.
How about I don't have the Alliance come after your ass for desecrating our Mako? We just waive that fee altogether.
Really want to go down that road.
I
You
think
can
Mel can
desecrate
tell
them.
you the damages that were done with that, even with
You
the
do
paint
know-
job aside. Which, by the way, why the fuck is there glitter all over it?
You do know that
We didn't get
Mako
that back.
quite literally saved your ass.
Yes, and it was our property.
No, it wasn't. It was part of our deal.
It was on loan. You know what?
That's-
Doesn't matter. It's yours. We'll take the eggs. For the Mako.
No, the Mako was part of our original deal.
No, that's military equipment. We wouldn't just give up military equipment. But
Funny, it seemed like you were
We thought
about
it
to
was
give up this
strange, but-
installation before we arrived.
yeah, I have a headache from all this. Okay, you know what? And then Helen just kind of like grabs some and she's like, oh, okay. How about this? We will pay a little extra for them. Let's just do that. This would be great because they would actually be great out in the fields plowing and everything too, as well as some protective services for us. So, you know what? This is fine. We'll grab them. We can train them. This is fine. And Commander Raylan just kind of like looks at her all wide-eyed and she's like, it's fine. And he's like, yeah, just pay them. Just pay them. She just kind of smiles. And she sends you, Dreskar, the 200,000 that was promised, plus an additional 20,000.
That's it for 3 eggs?
Perhaps we shouldn't push our luck.
Commander Raylan's
did
just kind of
get-
like eyeing you, and Helen's just like,
We did get 20,000 and a Mako.
It's debatable.
you know what? This is fine. The fuel came, so you guys can just get the fuel, and you can go. Yeah, you just go. You can go now.
We're
That's
doing
great.
business with you.
Or leave the egg right at his feet. Like, right at his feet. If he moves at all, he'd run into it.
As much as I hate to admit it, thank you again for your help. It really is appreciated. Now please leave.
Well,
Turns around and walks out.
before leaving, I will give him a salute.
Okay.
A Turian salute, of course, but a salute, and then I'll leave.
And he will actually return the salute with a human salute. Which you would recognize. You would know that. I have to look up his
As
name.
much as I like to, aggravate the simple humans, it was a salute of respect.
Which is good.
We walk out. Athelia's gonna lead into Vera, assuming she has the most interaction with humans, be like, are humans always this
Angry,
angry towards people
annoying,
who save them?
hard to deal with, troublemakers. Yes.
I mean, we just literally saved their base and
Mm-hmm.
then saved their crops.
Yeah.
And they treat us like we're the ones bothering them.
Yeah, that's humans.
Dreskar will lean in and say, no, they're not all like that. That one is in command, has a lot of responsibility, and has been dealing with a lot lately.
Still no excuse to be rude.
I didn't say it was.
They don't handle stress very well.
I still don't see it as an excuse to be
I
rude.
mean, to be fair, Vera, neither do you.
I happen to handle stress remarkably well.
I saw that look of panic on your face when you were shot.
That was a surprise. It wasn't stressful. It was just a surprise.
Was it?
Yes, getting shot is usually a surprise.
You went out in your military uniform. We knew it was possibly going to happen.
I had hoped for a little bit more respect from these people, but clearly.
They seem to be a little short on that.
Clearly.
Let's have the Turian military who's been attacking this
Right.
base
Personally,
show
I
some
was surprised.
respect.
Personally, I
Celia's
was
more
surprised
upset that
it took
they
so
were not
long for
respected
it
for
to
helping
happen.
them.
Yeah.
I helped them 3 different times.
Personally, I was surprised it took so long to happen.
It is in their nature. So perhaps it shouldn't have been quite
Oh,
as
I would
much
have
of a
expected
surprise.
it from any species, given the situation.
I'm not quite sure how to take that.
I'm not gonna
Well-
shoot her.
Let's phrase it this way. If you were your homeland was being attacked by a bunch of humans and you saw a human walking through in their military garb, what would you expect your fellow Turians to do?
Well, we've actually been in that situation before, and we drove every single one of them off of the planet.
Yeah, maybe not the best
That's my
example,
point.
Ophelia.
No, that's the reason she was making that point.
So
That's my
who
point.
really
They
is
reacted
the
the
bad
same
guy?
way.
But to be fair, we were there first. They were practically invading.
Not disagreeing with you on that.
Shut up, DM. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys are kind of bickering and teasing each other on your way back, you see the Mako, the other Mako, back fixed. The glitter is gone. The paint is still on it, but they were able to power wash that the glitter off of it. From what you can tell, since none of you are like true mechanics, you can tell that this thing looks like it's back in really good condition, maybe even better than when you guys first got it. You can only assume Mel was able to do this. And when you guys walk in, you notice something different when you're observing this ship. And you realize that some of you got a paint job done in your rooms. And even Brockus, I'm gonna have to pull this up so I can read this all off for you all. Okay. So, Brockus, you notice. Your room was already painted technically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did she paint over the mural?
No. Your room is... However, you do notice there is a new little painting in the corner that I will tell you later because I didn't do the research on it. We'll get back to that. However, you do notice in the cockpit where all the buttons are, there are faces painted on the buttons. And you recognize these faces as the faces that Mel puts on her bots.
That is awesome.
And so there's various cute faces all over the buttons, even like the lever handles. And you notice that the seats now have seat covers. And they are all tie-dyed. In different
Raucous-
colors.
Raucous doesn't know how to feel about this because it's like on one side he appreciates Mel's artistic side, but at the same time, this is a goddamn artifact.
The pilot seat, your seat, is tie-dyed of blues, greens, and purples. The co-pilot, possibly Vera, hasn't been designated, but because of her navigation skills, we assume maybe that's her seat, is tie-dyed pink, orange, and yellows, with flower patches sewn on them. And both of the seats are embroidered with patches of Mimsy and the letter M6 on them. Judging from just the ship's name and your fun little group name. When you guys enter your rooms, minus Brox's, you all have random painted plants and animals from your home world kind of scattered in different places on your walls, but they're kind of tucked away. They're not necessarily like, bam, here's a huge ass plant. It's in a nice little area where it almost blends in with the walls, so it's not so in your face. Mercy's and Mel's room, which is the engine room, of course, are completely coated from head to toe in paint with twinkling lights that looks like it's the galaxy, basically, the night sky. And it looks like with whatever material they may have had extra from using the seat covers, they turned into fuzzy pillows. And that's what you guys walk into. Alright, so as you all take that in, you guys just in a state of shock, don't know how to deal with it. And you actually notice when you go into the engine room, you notice that Mel is passed out. She is exhausted. You can see grease and paint all over her. Mercy's actually sleeping besides her. Same thing, just paint, minus the grease, but paint everywhere on her, just passed out. So you guys decide to just leave them be. They had a long couple of days. So you silently close the door. And Brockus, you decide now would be the best time to move the ship over to the other side so you can meet up with Nathan, who is in charge of the fuel.
All right.
And you know what? Just because it's an awkward shape, go ahead and roll me a vehicle handling. Or ship handling.
What do you mean it's an awkward shape?
It's the shape of a gun, bro.
Perfectly normal shape.
Look, that's a perfectly normal shape for a Krogan.
I just want to see how smoothly you kick this off. That's really what I want it to be. It's like how
Natural
smoothly...
20 for a 24.
Fucking A. Like, it's like you know the ship like the back of your hand. You're like, this is my baby. It will obey my every command. And it does.
Until I roll a 1 next time when I go to initiate the Mass Effect drive.
I just want to see on a ship that no one has ever navigated in like over 1,000 years how this would deal. And you are able, despite the funny faces, not covering the buttons completely, but enough to notice. You're just like, huh, interesting.
Honestly, I think that will make it easier for people to use, seeing as how everything is in Krogan.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And you were able to
Password
move.
is now smiley face, tongue sticking out, eyes crossed.
There we go.
Please tell me the fire button for main guns is smiley face.
Yep.
Or
And
the
there's
dead
like an
face,
angry
you know,
face for the
exercise.
do not hit, and it's the eject button.
Mass Effect drive is the poop emoji.
Yes. So yeah. So you pull off to the side, and you guys, it was Mel. Oh God, I'm trying to remember who it was. Athelia, definitely. I know that. Met Nathaniel or Nathan. Chat him up. He's very grateful for what you guys have done to help the base. Immediately helps you guys fuel up. Very grateful and happy, and as promised, wanted to give you guys some fuel for your help and everything. So fills you up and waves you off, thanking you once again for everything you guys have done, and is grateful for your service. And you guys see that with a full tank of gas and a brand shiny new ship and a bunch of extras, such as the Makos and your little gifts and everything in between, you guys are able to lift up and shoot off into space and make your way towards the mass relay to wherever you guys want to go after this. And that is where we're going to end tonight's game. Yay!
Let's get the hell off this rock, yeah.
That's so rude.
Look, the first two
Save
planets,
their asses.
we've been to have been complete hellholes.
In the planet's defense, the first one was an asteroid rock. It wasn't a planet.
That's not much of a defense. It's a shitty planet then.
Just saying.
Such a shaped planet, it can't even be called a planet.
Yeah, there we go. Well, congratulations,
Hey, hey.
guys. What?
Be careful. Pluto might be listening.
Oh.
Hey, Pluto is a real planet.
Yeah. Anyone who survived in that time, basically anyone who's not Generation X, it's a planet, God damn it. It's a planet.
Always has been.
Thank you.
And
It
it
has.
always will be. Just because DeGrasse Tyson says it's not doesn't mean it isn't.
Especially when they said they found another planet that's called whatever, and it's smaller than Pluto. I'm like, explain that to me.
Wait.
But this
There's a
isn't
planet-
astronomy.
There's a planet called whatever.
No,
Yes.
it's like X something. I don't know.
You know what?
This
If I
is
ever,
my planet. We call whatever.
Yes.
You know that song that I'm not singing because I don't want to DMCA's.
Yeah, thank you. But thank you guys so much for joining us. I think Kiara Phoenix will be back next time around, hence the stall on this planet. So thank you for tolerating that. But this is not the only show that we have on this channel. Mondays we have our Mass Effect Horizons game, which is a Mass Effect 5e D&D conversion game with this lovely crew and me DMing them. Then we have Tuesday with our longest running show, Destiny Forged, where we are getting ever closer to wrapping up Campaign 2 as Rojan brings us through this psychological mess that we've very much contributed to.
you could end it tomorrow.
We could. We very much could. I think it will take us maybe a month, honestly. I don't think we have... We're not going to do too many...
I think it's gonna take more than a month.
You think so?
We'll
yeah.
find
God,
We'll fuck
yeah,
around.
us?
We don't accomplish anything as a
No.
group in that campaign. It's gonna take us
I
more
like
than
to
a month.
think, you know,
Plus, there's
Fair
so
enough.
much left undone.
it's also true. It depends on what we all decide to do, but we'll find that out tomorrow. So definitely tune in tomorrow with what we decide to do. And then we also have our 2 alternating Saturday games. One Saturday we have our Withered Waste post-apocalyptic type game that is run by Rojan. And then every other Saturday we have a Pathfinder 2 game based off the Extinction Curse campaign, who is DM'd by Azarin, which is coming up this weekend is their turn. So tune in for that. And then once a month, the first Saturday of every month, we have our Behold Lore show, where it is me, Rojan, and HB Fox talking about stuff that is pretty much all homebrew, going into the deep lore of the worlds that we have created on this show, or not this show, but this channel, across all the shows, because they're all connected. It's great. Watch them. With the occasional guest here and there. We don't know what our topic is next time, although we should probably figure that out. It's a couple weeks away, as well as our guest. So stay tuned for that. We will definitely announce that a little bit ahead of time on our Discord and potential Twitter. So yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow for Destiny Forged. And if you miss anything, hit us up on YouTube. We always post stuff on there. So if you can't make it live, got you covered, guys. Until then, we'll see ya. Bye, guys.